Alright. Let's get this craziness going. So I was already doing some arena and I kept getting distracted and stopping and coming back to it. And like, you know what? Let me stream this and I'll just get through it once and for all. So here we are. We are aiming for 25 million for the featured and about 24 for the basic. And that should get us the top 5% for both. Man Falcon, how you doing? How's your day coming along? I think I should be able to get them both done. Now, I might need to use a few 5 stars for the feature to get that topped off, and then the basic will be the rest of the 5 stars. So have you taken your long-awaited break from the game, Man Falcon? Because you were thinking of going Alliance-less for a while, right? Doing good, beautiful sunny winter day, and I am pretty much a free man again. Good stuff. On the freedom. You wouldn't really get much or any snow, would you? For your winter? I guess certain areas, but... How's the working out going? I've been playing a lot less, certainly just boredom playing. Did my first clear of LOL. Okay. Well, the next couple weeks for sure are going to be pretty easy to be away from Alliance, considering we have no AQ for... Actually, I meant to look to see when... I think it would have been back on Friday, but we're going to go an entire session without. And then War, and we're going to have the off-season, but the season won't be starting till end of June. So basically, no need to worry about Alliance stuff for the next little while. So yeah, this would be... If ever somebody wanted to go without Alliance, this would be the time to do it. Only thing you'd be missing out on are the 3-day Alliance events and the 1-day Alliance events, but the big things for AQ and War just won't be happening, so I'm not gonna miss out on much for those. Hi Shadow, how you doing? No snow in my town, but we get some on the hills. Exercise regime is going well. How's things for you? Yeah, I can't complain. Yesterday was kind of rainy and gloomy the last 2 days, really. And the clouds have kind of lifted, so it's kind of sunny right now. But I think we're supposed to have some on and off, maybe not rain, but cloudy weather. Ooh, we're down to 6 stars a bit quicker than I was expecting. Which means we're going to be using a little bit more of the 5 stars than I was expecting. That's okay. Today's offer worth it. I'm a casual spender. Today was for the T2A, right? If you have a fair bit of units and you don't see yourself doing anything where you would use up the units in the next month and a bit, then and if you need T2A, however, if you need T2A, your cav, so you've got a lot of stuff ahead of you, you're going to be able to be picking up a ton of T2A as you just play the game. Like by the time you get to the end of Act 6, you're getting a lot of T2A. And then 7-1, 7-2, And now picking that up today, so I think it'd probably be better to use those units to go through that content and just pick up the resources as you play, rather than buying it. Now, if you were already finished all that stuff and it was going to be difficult to accumulate T2A or whatever other resources are in those offers, then I would say would make more sense. But if you want to be using units before July 4th, I would say use it on getting content done. And yeah, you have a fair bit of content in front of you that is going to provide those resources. I did 100% variant 6. The Awakening Gem was Cosmic. Hyperion got that. Oh, nice. 668 now. The 5-star was a 640 Civil Warrior. And the 25% T5CC was Tech. Now 40% to a Tech T5CC. Okay. Osmond, how you doing? I'm doing okay. I was pretending to do Arena, and then I realized that I was not going anywhere doing it, so I decided I'd stream it. Get her done. I should have just planned that anyways, I think. Because I knew that was going to happen. That if I were doing it off stream, I was going to be going slow at it, and yeah. 7.3, and I have a good amount of T2A right now, but I'm also spending most of my T2A next level up. Okay. In the second part of the offer, there's a 10% T5CC crystal. That's what I kind of want. It's 10%, which isn't really that much. And this month in particular, I think it's one of the easiest 10% we've ever seen from the side quest. You just beat the final boss 3 times. It's any 4-star skill champion, and there's a 10% right there. And then you also get a 10% Nexus from exploring Cav difficulty. Now, if you're not able to explore Cav difficulty, then yeah, that's not available. But still, from the side quest, it's very, very easy to get that one. The entry one, I think it's 550 units, and then the next is 900 units or something. So it's not crazy expensive. Like under 2,000 units, you're picking up a fair bit of stuff. But obviously, this would depend on how good you are at the game. 2,000 units could get you really far in the game. So I think I should still have the in-game message for that. So let's take a quick look. I know the first one is at 550, and I've already got Cav 100% in side quest. Okay. So it sounds like you want to get the offer, so go ahead and get it. I don't think it's worth what. Well, let me see. Let's see in total what we're looking at here. So 550, a T2A. Is that half 26? No, that's a little bit more than half of a T5B. Okay, let's see everything we get here. Okay, so for 550, you're getting 1 T2A and 13.5. Let me see. I think it's 42,000 for a full 45. Okay. Is that a quarter? Let's see here. Let's see. Satsui, how you doing? How's your day coming along? Okay, yeah, so it's a little bit more, just a little bit more than a quarter. That's a weird amount, actually. So the first one, yeah, if you've got 5,000 units or something, then 500 units isn't going to be that impactful. So to get the second one, you're looking at 1,400 units. That's T2, T2A. Wait, which one are you talking about has the 10%? I'm good, just chilling, working my 6-star Doom, and my prestige is 12.5. Nice. My prestige on my mini increased as well. Your prestige on the mini increased because of getting the Doom awakened? Damn. That dude, like, really is pretty good, eh? I probably realized for the next week to do variant 7, 100% than doing next Cav EQ, 100% than doing Act 6, because my Mole Man, CGR, and Hyperion will be rank 5 by then. I want the offer, but it's not Mystic Tech or my third choice science. It's a waste at the moment. Well, if you're planning to do all that content coming up, like I said, I think those units are much better spent for that. Whether it be even just for energy refills. Okay, so where were we here? So this is the first one. The 5. So it looks like there's 3 different offers. I don't see one here. I mean, I could just be blind too. With the 10%. Oh, okay. One tier 5 to 10% class. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I really try not to buy anything that I don't know exactly what I'm getting. So yeah, like it's 10% and you don't get to choose, so it's completely random. If it were me, I would absolutely not do it. It's the event, yeah. So Satsu, are you finishing off? We got these all done. Are you finishing off 7-2 today? Okay. And I think, yeah, no, I definitely need to always be running the attack boost because we've got way too many of those in overflow. I think the champion boosts, I don't need to be running those anymore. I'm going to now just because I want to get through these arenas relatively quick, and then the health boosts absolutely, because there's really no other time that I get to apply them. Later today. Very good. How many more paths do you have to do to get her all done, Satsui? So because I wasn't consistent with Arena today, I'm gonna have some 6 stars off cooldown tonight, then the rest early tomorrow morning. So, boy. I think what I'm going to probably do is on stream get to 25 and 24 million, and then whenever I get the 6 stars back, I'll do, because basically for the 5% you'd be safe with 25 and 24 million points, but whatever the safe amount is, I usually want to do a little bit more, so I'm going to go to 25 and a half and 24 and a half, but I think I'll wait for that extra 500,000 until I have 6 stars back. 39 days left, eh, Osman? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to try to save up to 10 million battle chips. I think I'm going to just open them every 2 million for the next little while. And at least until I see what the big content is for coming in June, like the Gauntlet and the Summer of Pain. Depending on how those look, if it's things I want to get into right away and it's going to be costly to do, then yeah, I'll be opening battle chips every 2 million probably. If it looks like stuff that I'm not going to want to get into right away, or that wouldn't be too costly, then I may try to save the battle chips. Today alone I've grinded 45,000 battle chips in around 4 hours. I do these grinds like once a week. I want to stockpile a few 4-star Nexus crystals, so I've almost fixed my ISO problem. Nice. Got a routine that helps. No revive or energy refill this time. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this one. Yeah, I used to be able to get done in the arena what I wanted to do within the first 2 days. But with these changes, and because I want to be getting the 5% for both the feature and the basic, I'm having to do a full day of arena on the 3rd day. I'm free to hop on call if you'd like. Sure, go for it. I am in the streaming channel. Let me just bring in the audio from Discord. Okay. Switch over my sound. I actually haven't done this for a while. I might not even remember how to do it. Okay, I think that should be it. Okay. And there we go. All right. 416 is the best revive farmer right now. That's what I heard. Oh, really? Okay. I still stick to 536. Yeah. It works out pretty well for me. And not all the time, but often. Like, I think the last time I did 536, I got one energy refill, and then there were 2 revives on the revive path of it. I haven't done that path yet, just because I was using energy for the event quest completion. But whenever I do go back to farming, I've got 2 revives to pick up. Which actually, I should probably just start skipping revives for the next little while and only pick up energy refills. So, does 536 give more rewards than 416? I don't know if it's more, but it's more consistent. 416. Actually, let me just make sure I'm thinking of the right thing for 416. Let me see here. Because I did, before, like, being consistent with 536, there was something else that I was... Oh, I gotta finish this off first before I can look at anything.
Hello.
Mr. Satsui, how's it going?
Hello, what's going on? Yup.
Little this, little that.
In a sec, I'll put you on speaker.
416.
Yeah. Yup.
Okay.
So, yeah. Are you doing the, which arena are you doing right now?
I think I'm in the featured currently. Yeah, 416, I didn't find it that beneficial. 536, yeah, it's pretty consistent with getting revives or energy refills. Have you been enjoying 7-2?
Yep, pretty much. It's really fun.
Yeah, it looks... I kept going back and forth whether I wanted to try it as a Legends run, and I waited this month to do Cav completion because I was going to just buy the offer at the end and use the resources toward a Legends run. But I kind of think I want Ghost Awaken, and I probably want Archangel. I'm not going to be able to get him awakened, but I probably want him at least at R2. And I don't really want to feel rushed to do either of those things. So I think I'm going to just have to get over and try to do a Legends run for it.
Well, hey, I mean, you've still got 21 days left for the Legends run.
Yeah, but the thing is, I just want to get it done. So, because watching people do, especially the Gwendmaster fight, that looks fun, and it looks something different, something unique. So I want to do it, and so I think I'm probably going to do. But I was thinking to do the initial completion on Sunday, but now seeing the changes for War Machine, I think I'm going to wait until his changes are done, and then go through it because it looks like he's got a Apocalypse kind of thing for tech champions. Not to the extent of Apocalypse, but where he's going to benefit tech champions. And I think it could be interesting having him with Ghost. So
yeah, I know. So he's like the tech Apocalypse.
Yeah.
So it'll be good. Yeah, it'll be good to try him out as well. All those pre-fights.
Yeah, and next...
you should really go for the Legends run. I mean, if you want to try it out, go for it, man. You never know.
Nah, I don't think I'm not going to do it this time.
But if you say you're not going to do it this time, then what about 7.3? You'd be like, I'm not going to do it this time.
Well, no, because 7.3, we know a fair bit in advance when it's going to come. We know it's supposed to be October. So for that one, middle of September, I could be farming... Well... Yeah, around middle of September, I could be farming revives, all the stuff that I want. And I think between now and July 4th, and probably the July 4th offers, I should be able to get Ghost Awakened and... Okay, so where Archangel would be used in 7.2, do you think there's any point in... Do you think there's any point in using him if he's not awakened?
No, I haven't come across any paths where you have to use his AAR to shut down abilities or nodes. Mainly, you
Okay.
just want to use him to burst down your
So it's the
opponent and then melt
damage.
him.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So then, yeah, so that would still make him viable for me. Because if it's the awakening that he needs, then that's just not going to happen. Because if I'm going to awaken anybody, I'm going to awaken Ghost. So
Yeah.
I almost did it
Yeah,
the other
so
day,
you
actually.
just want to melt them. You just want to melt them. There's some paths AA melts them faster than Ghosts
Right.
burst
Right.
damage.
Yeah. Okay. Which one? Bullet time. Who did you use for that?
Which
That's
map was it in? Which quest was it in?
I don't know, but that's the one where you basically have to reparry them. So where you parry them, but they
what's that
don't
note
stay
about?
stunned. So it's where you parry them, they don't stay stunned.
It's
And
something like what is it called? You know, there's one node where the opponent begins the fight stunned for like 20 seconds.
no, that's slumber. So bullet time. It was the Spider-Man boss from this current EQ.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, but you can make them. Yeah. So what I did for that one, right? Although it's not the fastest way to go about it, but I reparry them until like I gain like what 20 charges, 30 charges.
Yeah,
In fact,
okay.
then I evade, I dex, and then I make them
Right.
stun like slumber.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just go ham.
Okay.
So that's going to be a fun way to approach this approach that as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Could do that. It's really fun. It's really fun
Yeah.
when you just stun lock the opponent from start to finish.
Yeah. I was thinking Ghost should be okay for that. Like, I mean, it would just be phase and a hit. Like, you're not going to do any combos, really. Well, no, I guess actually most of it you could do combos. It would just be the Spider Gwen that would be an issue. But if you just phase in single hit, you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
Like, you won't need to worry about her evading. So
I remember I did most of my apps for Ghost. She does the job.
Mm-hmm.
Only, yes. Don't forget to activate your Odin pre-fights. When I was doing my live streams, I kept on
saw that a
forgetting
couple
to.
times. Yeah.
What's the purpose of bringing Odin if you don't even use him?
Yeah.
So Tafre had to like remind suddenly, bro, pre-fights.
Yeah. Yeah. So, who did you find were your top 5 champions, and who do you think is your top 3 like must-haves, or are there any?
Or you mean 7.2?
Yeah.
Well, I'd say so far it's Ghost, Wasp, Hood, Odin. Yep, those 4 in your team, and you might want to throw on a yellow jacket as well. Oh yeah, not to forget Ant-Man.
Okay.
Yeah, Ant-Man. So what you can do, right, for you going for the Legends run, you don't need to bring in Hood actually, because more or less you won't die. So you can just replace him with yellow jacket for more damage.
More damage. Yeah, I mean the only time you would need Hood is if you're like something with a power gain, or where they're gonna get to an L3, then you'd want Hood, I suppose.
Yeah.
So, would you say more or less than half of the paths can be dealt with Ghost?
I'd say a good 75%.
Oh, really? I should.
Yep.
Okay.
Although the caveat here is you've got to boost up with 150% attack boost at least.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm full on the 200%, which, if you're running suicides, is a bit much. And
yeah, you saw, right? Overkill, man.
Yeah. Because what I used to do is I would run the 8% special boost and the 150% power, and that would almost have me at 3 bars after an L2. So
yeah,
I think if I don't run the 8% and just go with 150, I'd probably be able to do an L2, and then I don't think I'd be at a L2 right away, but probably like another phase, and I'd be okay.
Yeah, that's the safer way to go about it for sure.
Yeah. How do you find it compared to 7.1? Maury, how you doing? What's going down?
Well, I'd say it's more fun actually.
Oh yeah? Okay. Okay. Did you
I
do
really like the Gwen Master
the
fight.
Grandmaster? Yeah. Did you do that on your first day?
Yep. I finished up, I think, all of Quest 6 on the first day.
Oh, okay,
Just got down all the different versions of her, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking of doing the same actually.
She's so
Whenever
fun to fight against, man. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it looks
Make
so
sure
that
you use Stealth Spidey.
Stealthy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think getting to him or getting to her, I'd probably be using Ghost, and I think I'd take out Ghost if anybody. You get to take out 2 champions, so probably bring in Stealthy and then maybe Nick or something.
Yeah. They're so generous, allowing us to switch out 2 champs before Grandmaster.
Yeah, but I think that's the thing is, like any champion could do it, I suppose. So
Any champ can do it, man. Any champ. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Has anyone done it with Groot already?
I don't think so. Oh, who was it I was thinking about the other day? Shoot, I was using somebody. I was like, oh, this would be an interesting one for. But I can't remember who it was now. Oh well.
Is it like is it a meme champ?
Kinda. Like it. No, it's somebody. I don't. Oh man, I'm thinking it was. No, it wasn't Superior Iron Man. Yeah. No. Yeah, I don't remember who it was, but. Oh, maybe it was X-23, because. Oh yeah, I think it was X-23. I was thinking, and the reason being is because I'm thinking to leave Suicides on when I'm doing Gwen Master, which obviously I'm going to take a bunch of recoil for the Emma phase. Oh, gotta reboot the game. For the Emma phase. And I was like, well, if I were to use X-23, I'd be able to heal up afterward. So, but yeah, I think that's how it would work, but I don't know. So yeah, that's why I was thinking that would be an interesting one to see.
I was thinking of this, although something similar, but expanding on that, like to do the solos of Grandmaster using my whole roster. So one by one.
That would take a lot of energy.
That would take a long time, man, and it'll be entitled Grandmaster soloed by my whole roster.
Yeah. Well, how many 6-stars do you have?
103.
Okay, I was gonna say
take a long time, man.
If you only did your 6-stars, but yeah, that would take a long time.
It's gonna take a long time, man, and not to forget, even though yes, the solos will happen, but if I do mess up, then I have to quit, reset again.
Yeah.
That's the thing about not doing it. When you see all those solos on YouTube, right? Not every single attempt is the first attempt goes right.
No,
behind the scenes,
I know that.
You muck it up.
Yeah. No, absolutely. That's why certain people that you see doing all these solos, you never see them do it live. That's why.
We're just saying certain people. I'm gonna say who.
Yeah. Well, I think we know who. I think I've got like 3 fights that I've ever done to do like a specific fight and then upload it, and one of them I died, so it wasn't a solo. It was a day 5. I think it was map 5 or map 6, Apocalypse. But it was just shortly after Apocalypse was the boss for AQ, and so it took me 1 revive to get him down. But I posted it. I'm like, yeah, this isn't about a 1 shot. It's all about doing the 2 shot. So I did that.
About as good as it gets.
I think when Cosmic Ghost Rider first came out, I did. I used Magneto for him. But yeah.
Yep.
You know what you could do though.
Early videos are good, because they like watching it, even though it might not be a solo, but it gives people a rough idea on how to do it.
Yeah. What might be an idea if you wanted to do your whole roster, do it in reverse order. Like rather than going from the strongest champion down, go from your weakest champion up.
Yep. Start with Groot.
Yeah.
Because
for the most part, whoever's the weakest on your roster is probably going to be the weakest on somebody else's, and those are champions you probably wouldn't see solos up very often.
But you can bet. I mean, you can bet on me doing those solos only on the juice node. I'm not gonna do it on the full fight, man.
Yeah.
There's
So
no
juice.
way Groot would be able to do it on a normal fight.
So juice. The path that you take is Mixmaster.
Mixmaster, that's right.
Okay. All right.
So just
I think-
go stats.
I think whenever I get around to it, I'm gonna just have your video up on my monitor and go through it, and then as I go through a phase, just pause and check your video.
Oh yeah, the simple guide I made right at that time.
Yeah.
The
'Cause that
idea
was
was
like,
to make it as short as possible, as succinct, so you
Yeah.
can just do it just like that.
because that was within the first 3 days, right? I think.
Yeah, I was like
Yeah.
thinking, okay, since we've all been doing it, they posted so many YouTubers, this solos Gwen, she
Yeah.
solos Gwen, he solos Gwen, all those solos. I was like, okay, this isn't really gonna benefit anybody, man.
Yeah. I've seen. I think somebody in my Alliance general chat ended up posting that as well, and I posted. Well, I posted on my Discord and somewhere else too. Now I don't know how effective it is because I haven't actually tried the fight, but at least we're
And you're gonna get it
understanding.
down, man.
At least we're understanding the
worries.
fight. That was probably the best explanation I've seen so far.
Yeah, you're gonna get it down in no time. You just need to do it just one time, and you'll get the hang of it.
Yeah. So are you looking forward to the stuff coming for June? I think Gauntlet, and I think Summer of Pain is supposed to start in June, middle of June or something.
Really?
They had said. They had said, but I don't remember exactly.
Summer of Pain.
Yeah, I think that one was supposed to be like a specific boss, and you would have a week to do it or something like that.
Okay. And are you supposed to like solo that specific boss, or can you retry, or?
No, I no idea. It was just that like those are two things coming up that are like to challenge the Throne Breaker kind of thing. So it's kind of like an addition to the Karina challenges, I suppose. But yeah, I'm interested to see what it looks like and what the rewards are. The fights themselves, I don't think I'm going to be in any rush to do, unless like if there's one where it's you've only got a week to do it, then okay.
Yeah.
You're limited on time.
Summer of Pain. The rewards better be worth it. Better be worth the pain, right?
Yeah. How many of the Karina challenges have you done?
Just the I think 2. Just the 2.
Okay.
Yeah, because I intend to, after finishing off 7.200%, then get down to it before the 30 days are up for the low-key profile pick. I just want to grab that for bragging rights. That's about it.
Wow. Okay, so you're gonna be going hard at that, then.
man, because I don't have the habit of farming revives or potions and all that. So I'm just gonna use my units to burst through, that 3-star Loki challenge, the 4-star Cyclops, or 3-star Cyclops rather.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to it, man. It's ugh.
Yeah, so I had intended 2 weeks ago to do both the Loki one and the Cyclops one on the same day. And then I started with the Loki one. I got past Electro, fine. Then I went the Vitality path, and I couldn't get past Green Goblin. And I think once you're past him, the rest of the path is quite easy. But so I spent like an hour on that one fight. Couldn't get past him. So then I'm like, screw it. I went the Rage path, and I was done in 45 minutes. And I'm like, I should have just gone the Rage path to begin with. So because of all of that time and using resources, to revive each time over and over and over. So I'm like, well, I've used up all my resources, so I'll try the Cyclops one later on. I did the Cyclops one on Sunday. And the path is fine, but the boss sucks. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Collector, right?
Yeah. It's like, and the thing that sucks about it is because it's a 3-star, anytime he throws a special, you're dead. So,
yeah. Oh man. Yeah, okay. This one is a job for Unit Man then.
If you could, because even if you block through the special, it's still gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Now, I died a
Well,
lot of times just right at the beginning. So if
just
all
gotta
of
get it
those,
done.
yeah, yeah.
So
But yeah,
Loki is just go for the rage path, right?
yeah,
Rage path.
yeah, yeah. Well, I think the Vitality path would be fine. It's just getting past Green Goblin. Once you passed him, then I'm pretty sure the rest of it would not be an issue at all.
Which one is shorter? Which one is has less fights?
Uh, I think
Or
maybe the
which
Vitality
path do
one.
most people go for?
Most people do the Rage one.
I don't know, go for rage then.
Yeah. The only person I've seen clear the Vitality one was Seaton, and I saw somebody else try the Loki one. I got on their stream. They've been streaming for about 45 minutes, and I think they had the entire time been working on Green Goblin. They couldn't get past Green Goblin either, and then they switched and went the Rage path and got it done pretty quick.
Yep.
So.
But Seaton got it done, eh?
Yeah, but it took him like I think about 8 to 10 revives to get past Green Goblin.
Oh no, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, the thing with that one is just really RNG dependent, because if he's not throwing his special, you can't keep your curse up, and then he's already got a regen of his own anyways, and yeah. But
Yep.
if it works out well, yeah, I think that path would be the way to go for sure.
Nah, I think I'll just play it safe, man. Just go for rage. Oh my god, I'm just not looking forward to it, man. Oh.
You know, the other ones, I think the LOL ones are the one, just time wise, are the ones that are going to suck. The other ones aren't too bad.
Yo, have you done the LOL ones already?
No. I don't think I'll be doing any of those until like early next year.
So long, eh? Or when it's time to R4 champ at least, then you do it.
Yeah, maybe. It's more so, like for me, it's going to take a lot of resources, and I know it's going to be a lot of time. And resource-wise, because at least probably up until October, until 7.3, like my resources are going to be going toward that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
But you already have 32,838 units, man.
Yeah, but then we got freaking July 4th coming up, so.
Which is even more units coming over to you.
Maybe.
Which by then,
maybe
by the 4th of July, you'll be sitting on like what, 50,000 units. By then,
we'll see. Well, I mean, it depends what the Odin or the Black Panther's treasure are. If they're not good, then I wouldn't be buying them.
Safe to say, at least I think you and me will at least be getting 3 times Odin's.
Probably.
At least.
Probably. But so
because
last
the marketing
year,
team would know what they're doing. It has to be something enticing for us.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at Cyber Weekend last year, it wasn't very enticing for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right? So who's to say So last July 4th and Cyber Weekend, I skipped on the unit offers. They just weren't worth it for me for 10,000 units. So, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. But the Dublins, on the other hand, those were enticing.
Yeah, those were not bad. So I mean, yeah, if they took that approach to it, it should be something pretty good.
Yep, should be. Fingers crossed. So
Clifton, how you doing? Good evening. I have a questions. Who would you take to rank 3 first, Archangel or Warlock? I think it would really depend. For what I would do Warlock, but it really depends what you've got in front of you. Archangel, you're going to need Awaken in a relatively high sig. If you don't have that, his usefulness is decreased. He's still good. Warlock really doesn't need to be Awakened. Damage-wise, Archangel is going to have more potential than Warlock, but utility-wise, Warlock is pretty high up there. Usman, how you doing? Hi man, are you doing anything important? I have a challenge. Streaming is important and talking to people. For 6.2, I don't really remember 6.2 in depth, but I had 5-star Archangel when I did it, and I didn't use him for anything. I didn't have Warlock, but I don't. No, I probably would have used Warlock if I had him though for 6-2. Yeah, I think for myself though, I would value Warlock a lot more than Archangel, but a big part of that is also that I'm always running Suicides, and Warlock being immune to both bleed and poison, so that adds a lot more value for him for me. But I think there are people who would say Archangel for sure, but yeah. As long as you can bleed and poison your opponent, and you don't have to, but it does make life easier if you can stun them as well. Archangel is pretty good. Whereas for Warlock, there's really no conditions that you need met to be able to use him effectively.
What do you think about the Ultron buff, since we're talking about robots?
So I didn't really look at any of them. I did watch a video or listen to a bit of a video about War Machine, and so that's why I'm thinking to hold off on 7.2. But Ultron was just value, right? Like just number update, I think.
Pretty much. But his bleeds and his damage or furies, like, they go through the roof.
Okay.
So he's going to be doing a lot of damage, man. A lot.
Well, that, depending on, like, I'll try him out probably against Winter Soldier. Well, we'll see how far in RL I would take him. But if his damage looks like pretty good, I could see utilizing him a fair bit, because for somebody like him with Suicides, like, has a lot of potential, right? With those 2 heals. So you could be running, like, you don't need to worry about the dots, the bleed and the poison. You can kind of freely use your specials if you want. And then, when you reach those thresholds, you're going to heal up anyways. So, yeah, I could see him being really, really good with Suicides.
Yeah, on paper, it looks really, really interesting.
Yeah.
Lots of potential, and can't wait to try him out, man.
But that's one of the like, I don't normally pay attention to that stuff until it's in game, because until it's in game, I don't know, it's still all up in the air as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And the War Machine one, like, basically as soon as I heard about the pre-fights and how it affects your whole team, I was like, ooh, this could be. So I'm not even thinking of War Machine for himself. It's more just how he's going to benefit Ghost.
Let's see what were the pre-fights again? What were they? Let's see.
So there was something, I think, to purify or to cleanse or something. And I don't know if it was like just damaging debuffs or any debuff, meaning if Ghost were to get a armor break and purify it or cleanse it, that could be pretty big for her. Because that would open up a lot of fights that you normally wouldn't use her for. So.
Oh, yes. Okay, let's see. War Machine's pre-fights. Okay, with let's see. Where's pre-fight? Where is it? Armor boosts or armory boosts. Attackers gain plus 10% attack rating when armory boost is active. Okay, more attack. Supports gain 2 cleanse charges when champions with cleanse are inflicted with a debuff. Immediately purified, and a cleanse charge is removed. So this will apply to removing armor breaks as well.
It just says just twice though, right?
Yep, just twice though.
Okay.
So you gotta make the most of it. That means, like in end game content, make sure that the first armor break, is cleansed. If a second one comes back, you gotta make sure you burst down the opponent with Ghost before that happens.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why, but the first thing that came to mind was Angela. Because I wouldn't use Ghost against Angela. The one I don't like, where they have these champions who apply an armor break without touching you. I really don't like that. And I think there's 3 or 4. So you've got Angela who'll do it just on the activation of her specials. Silver Surfer on his heavy. Arcus makes a little bit more sense to me, because at least it's, you're close to him, you freeze, your armor breaks. Okay, I can accept that one. And then think the other one is Terrax, but I hardly ever.
And Cosmic Ghost Rider as well.
Yeah, but that's on hitting you, so I can accept that.
Actually, you start the fight. When you face Cosmic Ghost Rider, you start the fight with an armor break already.
Armor break, yeah.
This Ghost is a villain.
Yeah.
But then, that armor break only procs once, at the start of the fight. Which means he's ghostable now.
Yeah, with War Machine. Just did my Marvel Insider stuff. Should I do Heroic for more points, or do more revive farming, or do the puzzle quest stuff? I don't know, dude. Do what your heart desires. If you've got stuff that you know you want to be doing, and you think you're going to need revives for it, then I would stick to the revive farming. That could get boring really quick, though. So you could just mix it up. And if you've got a lot of energy, then you could just auto fight through Heroic. And now would be a good time to do it, because you have the event quest completion running. So you get points in that. And the puzzle quest, what's that? So have you been doing the arenas, or do you do arenas much, Satsui?
I just did the Stealthy one. 12 million right now. So just gonna aim for all the milestones.
Milestones?
And then, call it a day.
Yeah. So do you see doing any... Would you see doing a grind for a specific champion for those at all?
If I really want one, yeah, I would.
Okay.
Oh, so War Machine's pre-fights apply to all attackers, eh?
Yeah.
So that's good. I was reading the skirmish pre-fight, gain up to 276.12 attack rating, so it's even more damage output based on current armor. Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I think
the debuffs excluding stuns. Oh, okay. Yep, you go.
I think he'd be interesting on his own now, just because it's he's going to be different. But my biggest interest in trying him out is just with the team, like not so much to fight him himself, or like with him. Although I did 3 weeks ago get a 6-star, so I'll be able to put him to some kind of use.
Yep. So at least now you don't feel so bad anymore, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I'll know Monday or Tuesday, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll know by next. Usually the updates are out by next Tuesday, right?
Yeah, it'll be Tuesday for you, Monday for North America. I could do one quest in Heroic and get 55,000 points. Well, there you go. Ooh, and I think there's also a class combat on too. So you could manually fight through Heroic, and I think it's throwing a heavy. I'm not sure though, but that's easy to do. So yeah, you could get quite a few points going through Heroic then for the event quest and the class combat. So what would be a champion that would get you in the arena then to do a grind for?
Good question. I was gonna say Hercules, but not even him, man.
Yeah, so science combat
the main
is still
thing
going...
is if you have patience, right, you can actually. I mean, eventually you're gonna get them if you can wait for the featured 6 stars to drop. More or less.
Yeah, but I mean, then you have to be able to hold on, which is what you're saying with the patience, but you have to be able to save the shards.
And that takes a lot of discipline.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it really does. Yeah. How'd your alliance end up for the war season?
Oh, yeah, we ended up a solid P2.
Nice. Okay.
But we were kind of disappointed because my own
P1?
BG, we only died like a handful of times each war, whereas the other BGs dragged us down. So like,
that sucks.
could have been P1, man. Could have been P1. But hey, I mean, Not much difference anyway. Just what 5,000, 6,000 shots thereabouts.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's a big difference between Platinum 4 and Platinum 3, because I think Platinum 4 is half a 6-star and Platinum 3 is 10,000 shards. So that one you would think it would really hurt.
Yep. But I do enjoy playing higher tier wars nowadays. It's good to get back in the groove once again. For me, I am the designated Apocalypse boss killer.
Okay. If I could
good to put him in the bin.
L1, I think I could one-shot him majority of the time, but L1 always gets me.
Just block the first hit, or should I say just dex the first hit, block the second one, dex the third hit. So minimal damage. So fun, just bursting him down with ghosts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah. Because I've only really used Corvus and Gilly for him. No, I used Hulkbuster a couple times.
Really good
at
well.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't in the stream very long, but a while ago, were you saying you were ill? Or you'd been feeling ill?
Yeah, I thought I was down with COVID, man, that time.
Okay. Feeling better now, though?
Oh, yeah, much better. Like, I think I had a good sleep, woke up the next day, no more symptoms. I think it was because I did the stream after work without any sleep. Like, I hadn't slept for close to 24 hours. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would do it. Kind of feverish, had a flu going on. I was like, what? Hopefully I don't have COVID.
Yeah. And were you saying that there was recently an outbreak in Singapore?
Yeah, there's been an outbreak here. So they locked us down quite a bit.
Okay.
So they asked all of us to try our best to work from home. Don't go out to eat. Don't go shopping. Yep.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I felt the game was about to crash. So are you still under those conditions, or has it opened back up?
Yeah, we still are until June 13th.
Okay. Yeah, so I think here things are, by the beginning of July, supposed to be fully open. But we had like schools, everything was closed for the last 3 weeks. So.
That's in Vancouver or
Calgary.
Toronto?
Calgary.
Calgary is where Brett the Hitman Hart is from, right?
That's right. That is right.
Yes, I remember.
You're a wrestling fan, are you?
Used to be.
Okay.
In the days of the Attitude Era, you know what I mean? Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, so I was going to say, if you're talking about Brett the Hitman Hart, you're talking late 80s, 90s kind of wrestling then.
Yep, the time of Hulkamania.
Yeah, okay. I haven't watched wrestling. Well, like when I was a kid, I was definitely into it. And then in my mid to late teens, like if it was on, I would watch it, but I would never seek it out. But now, I haven't seen wrestling in, I don't know how long.
Me neither, man. I mean, that was like lame.
Yeah.
Because now it's actually very kid friendly nowadays.
Yeah.
Very PC nowadays.
The thing is, too, if you want to see people go and beat each other up, you just watch UFC.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So who is your favorite wrestler?
Gotta be Stone Cold Steve Austin, man.
Oh, really? Okay.
Give me a hell yeah.
Okay. I think my favorite, he wasn't, at least like when I think he would have been around longer, but when I was young enough to understand wrestling, or old enough to understand wrestling, he was kind of at the end of his career, was Jimmy Fly Snuka. I really liked him.
I remember him.
Yeah.
He was from the same generation as Jake the Snake Roberts, right?
Yeah. Relentless, how you doing? What's going down? So I liked him. I liked Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Jake the Snake I didn't care for. I liked the Junkyard Dog, yeah. So Hacksaw Jim Duggan. There was a kid I went to school with, and I was certain that this kid was the son of Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
For real? Why? He was carrying a 2x4?
No, they just looked so similar.
He was a big lad as well.
Well, I mean, we're just like in grade 7, 8, so not that big, but yeah, man. I was certain that kid was
Was he
related
carrying
to
a
him.
2x4 in his bag?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that, man.
So-
Hacksaw Jim Duggan likes to beat people up.
Yeah. So my dad used to be a taxi driver in the Bahamas, and there was what the hell? There was a couple times where I don't know if they were actually wrestling or they just happened to be there like for vacation or whatever it was. But I guess there were a few times where he actually drove some of the wrestlers, and he used to always talk about Andre the Giant getting into the limo, and the whole limo would sink when he would enter the limo.
Oh, he was big, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Have you attended any live shows before?
For wrestling?
Yep.
Yeah, there was one. I don't remember it though. There was one when I was a kid, and I wanted to see Hulk Hogan, but he had fought the night prior, so he wasn't fighting the night I was there. And I don't remember why, but one of the security guards came up to us, and I think he asked. Anyways, he ended up giving me a picture of Hulk Hogan, and I think I still have it somewhere. Ravishing Rick Rude.
Nice. Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Do you remember the Brooklyn Brawler?
Yeah.
I feel I feel sad for that guy, man. He always gets beaten up. He was like one of those, like nowadays we call it a meme champ, right? MCOC. He was like a meme wrestler.
Yeah. I was on TV a few times when it was the WWF. I still like whenever the term, I mean, not that it comes up often, but if somebody refers to like World Wildlife Fund, right, and they say WWF, I always think wrestling. I never think of animals. Although maybe
Wrestling
George the Animal
pandas.
Steel. Yeah.
Maybe they should do something like that, like put this in a ring and then.
Yeah. No, I think. So what was it I was into? So when I was a kid, it would have been wrestling or GoBots were probably my two favorite things to watch on TV. I got to meet The Undertaker and The Ultimate Warrior before they were popular. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
that is insane.
Now the Ultimate Warrior or The Undertaker, he was over 7 feet, I think. Like he was a big dude.
And that guy, I mean, wow, he talk about longevity, eh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
From way back then until just recently he retired, but man, how long was he in the industry for? Like what, 3 decades or something like that, right?
Yeah. So I think Hulk Hogan would probably be similar, and then Stone Cold was there for quite a while. Did you prefer Stone Cold as a good guy or a bad guy?
I kind of dug his segments where he would always talk into the watch and like, what? Yeah, so good guy Stone Cold, especially I like the feud he had going on with Kurt Angle, where he threw Angle's Olympic medals into the river.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had some
KCP.
really.
That's what they call it, right? Like those feuds on TV, kayfabe.
Okay. They had some weird storylines though. Sometimes, like there was something with.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember. There was some old lady, and there was some weird storyline that's happened. But I think it was around then that I just stopped watching it. I
was
wasn't
getting
watching it
preposterous then.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. That old lady is Mae Young. She would go to the ring and just flash herself to the crowd.
Yeah. I saw that. It was just weird. Bad guy Austin 316. Yeah, I think as a villain he was far more interesting. And he started out as Ted DiBiase's like bodyguard or something like that. Or no, I don't know if he was the bodyguard, because Virgil was the bodyguard who ended up wrestling as well. But Steve Austin came as, I think initially he was the champion, and he was somebody that DiBiase would put forward. So rather than him fighting, Stone Cold would fight for him, something like that. Hollywood Hogan was fun to watch too. I never really, I wasn't into wrestling when that whole thing was going on.
There was WCW, right? Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah. 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 Because that's where Ric Flair was and Sting, and I never watched WCW. I knew of it, and I knew of some of the characters from it, but I never.
Yeah, like Goldberg and all that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bringing back childhood memories.
Oh man, I remember one preposterous scenario was Vince McMahon. He was having an affair with, I think, Trish Stratus on
Okay, yeah,
screen,
yeah,
and they would be
yeah.
in the locker rooms messing around, messing about, and then some wrestlers would just come in like, "Hey, boss, can I see you?"
Mm-hmm,
Then it would be like in the middle of some hanky panky.
yeah,
So that was
yeah,
like the Attitude Era, the totally non PG era that you had
yeah,
like stuff like this going on.
yeah.
Nowadays it's all PG, kid friendly, all like
Okay.
John Cena. You can see me, this and that. I'm like,
Right,
give
right.
me a break, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
This
so
isn't
speaking,
wrestling
so I
anymore.
don't think I don't think a lot of those characters would work anymore. Actually, like Ravishing Rick Rude, I don't think that character could work anymore. Um, Shawn Michaels, I think probably be okay, but there were others that during their time were really, or the Iron Sheik. I don't think he could work anymore at all.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
That was like very stereotypical back
yeah,
then. Yeah,
yeah,
very
it's weird
racist, in
how
fact. Yeah.
yeah, it's weird how things change, eh? Like, at
uh,
one point in life, that would just be like, oh, that's just that character, whatever. And now,
hmm,
no, that's not acceptable at all.
yep, yep.
Mhm.
That would have been embraced way back in the 80s and 90s. They were like, that would have been like, that's normal, man.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's this thing. I just like read the headline. I didn't actually look into the article or whatever. But I guess John Cena was promoting the most recent Fast and Furious movie. And I think he was in Taiwan, and he said something about Taiwan being a country. And he has since apologized to China for referring to Taiwan as a country. And I'm like, what the
Hmm.
hell? I mean, I get it, but I don't know, man. Like, yeah. I mean, like, he doesn't want to offend the Chinese because then the possibility of the
It's
movie
all
getting
about
banned
the
in
box
China.
office
Yeah,
receipts, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's weird because he was speaking Mandarin. Now I don't know. I obviously don't understand Mandarin, so I have no idea what he was saying. But it didn't sound like he was having a difficult time. So I don't know
Oh,
if he
he
actually
went to
speaks it.
study Mandarin for fun, last time when he was younger. He speaks really
Okay,
fluent Mandarin. Better
okay.
than me, in fact.
Oh shit. All right then.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So he's the real deal, man. Yep.
Okay. WCW, I watched them, and ECW, and the one Arabic dude that was just a straight savage. Yeah, so there was the Iron Sheik. That's the only one. Oh, well, there was Sergeant Slaughter. I'm trying to think of like all of the ones that were like supposed to be the
Macho Man as well, Randy Savage.
yeah, but he didn't really. He had real issues though. Um,
You mean like in
like
real life?
yeah, yeah. Like I always thought that. Well, I mean, as a kid, I didn't think of it one way or another, but I thought that it was all an act for everybody, right? But he really was really insecure about Elizabeth and stuff. Like that wasn't actually a joke. Um, yeah.
Even like Ultimate
Jake the Snake
Warrior,
had
to
issues.
me
Yeah.
he seemed like insane. He was like talking about and the UFOs come down and the world will tremble. What the hell was he
So
talking about that time, man?
the Ultimate Warrior, the person who first started as that character, was not the same person when that character was
Ah, I
retired.
see. So they did change wrestlers, eh?
At least for him. I don't know about others. Now with
Hmm.
him, because he had a mask, that made that a little bit easier. Um, but yeah, he was a pretty like charismatic character. Like, I mean, I guess Hogan was too, but yeah. No, they definitely had some characters, man.
Ultimate Warrior is what we would call at that time, a beyond God tier wrestler.
Hey, that's what you should do. You should do a tier list of 80s, 90s wrestlers.
Yeah, like this is BGT. This one is just God tier. This one, yeah, meme. And what this one needs his tag team teammates for synergies.
Yeah. Oh shit.
The ultimate synergy champ would be, I guess. Do you remember the Hardy Boys and Christian and Edge?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So those were like the two greatest tag teams in the history of the WWF. So there was like synergies at work, man.
Yeah. Jim Danville, Neidhart used to get carried away and hit and really hit people. He got fired for that. Bret the Hitman Hart, old tag team partner, man. Yeah, Jimmy the Mouth of the South. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Hart Foundation, like they were. Oh, so I think my favorite, absolute favorite, even more so than Jimmy Fly Snuka, was the blue Blazer, and he actually only fought like 3 or 4 times, but he would be in the ring other times. And I don't know if it was like common knowledge at the time, but that was actually Owen Hart who was playing the Blue Blazer character, because it was after Owen died, and then I was like, geez, I haven't seen the Blue Blazer for a long time, and then I remember reading something that was actually him playing that character. So yeah.
Oh, yeah.
George the Animal Steel was also fun. King Kong Bundy, yeah. Oh, and actually, George the Animal Steel, there was absolutely nothing wrong with him. He was like just a regular guy, like a complete regular guy.
Complete regular guy, as in not a wrestler at all.
No, like he was a wrestler, but like his character was like this crazy person, right? Like he would bite on the ropes and all kinds of stuff. And so you'd think that, oh, there's probably something actually wrong with him, but no, he was a completely sane person outside of the character.
Oh, that's the industry for you, man.
Yeah.
Like another one comes to mind. This guy called the Boogeyman.
I don't know if I know that one.
It was quite a while later on, but he would come to the ring with worms in his hand and then eat those earthworms in the ring.
Oh damn!
And his whole gimmick, right, was he was some voodoo witch doctor or something like that.
Okay.
So like a WWE Dr. Voodoo.
Okay. I used to watch the wrestling cartoon in the 80s. I know it. I don't think I ever watched it. There was one cartoon that had Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky. There was a baseball, Bo Derek. No.
Are you talking about Space Jam?
No. Because that was a movie, but there was a cartoon TV series, and it was like all of these famous it was like they were the top of whatever sport they played. So like Michael Jordan for basketball, Wayne Gretzky for hockey. I don't remember who the other two were. There were 2 other people in particular, but the cartoon didn't last very long. But yeah, the Superstars, MJ. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Was the Superstars? Yeah.
Oh, talking about 80s cartoons. Recently, been watching quite a bit of them just for fun. Do you remember G.I. Joe, the 80s version?
Yeah.
Transformers, the 80s cartoon.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you ever watch one called Mask?
Mask, yep.
Okay.
It lasted like what, 1 season was it, or a few seasons?
No, Mask was on for quite a while actually.
Quite a while, eh?
Yeah, like there was a lot of episodes. I don't have it here. Okay. I used to have the soundtrack for like the X-Men cartoon series, Mask.
G.I. Joe as well.
I was never into G.I. Joe. I watched
not so much, eh?
No. I don't know why, but I really liked Mask. And there was this one, which one, Relentless Mask? There's this one series, it's called Visionaries, and there's only 13 episodes. But it was, Bo Jackson, that's who it was. Yes. Yeah, because it was Bo Nose. Yeah. So there's this one cartoon series. It only lasts 13 episodes, and I really liked it. But of course, it wasn't around very long. And so later on, I This is like when DVDs became a thing, and I was looking up like old cartoons, and I looked up Visionaries, and I couldn't find it like on Amazon or any. Now Amazon was relatively new at the time, but I couldn't find it online anywhere. But I did find a version of the DVD, but it was only in the UK. So I got the DVD, and then I found that the DVD wouldn't play in my current DVD player. So I ended up having to buy a DVD player where I could change the region coding so that I could watch the cartoon.
Wow, you actually went to such lengths.
Yeah. Yeah.
But nowadays, would you be able to get like the Blu-ray or something like that, or even just download it?
Yeah, now you just download
Stream
whatever it is. Yeah. I don't think. I mean, people might buy DVDs things for collection, but you don't need to. So, actually, I just downloaded. There's this Korean zombie series called Kingdom. It was somebody that's on stream sometimes that was telling me about it. And there's 2 seasons so far. It's in Korean with subtitles, but usually when I'm watching TV, I'm playing the game, so I can't actually watch the TV, so it's just sound in the background. So I wasn't going to watch it with subtitles. So it took me a while, but I finally found a dubbed version. I'm going to get into watching that sometime soon. Let's see.
I heard
on Netflix. Yeah.
Yes, on Netflix. That's right. I heard quite a few good reviews. In fact, many good reviews on that one.
Okay.
So that is definitely worth a watch for sure. Yep.
Do you watch much TV?
So, what shows are you watching right now, currently?
Well, do you watch much TV?
As in, I stream it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like you watch TV shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just finished King's Condensed, all 5 seasons.
Okay.
So now I have a rough idea about your surroundings in Canada.
No, but that takes place in Vancouver, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Vancouver
or
is
Toronto, I guess.
In Toronto. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So is it something like that?
No. So Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal are probably the most well-known places for Canada, but they're definitely not typical Canada. Toronto is just like a big city anywhere else. Montreal, because you have the French influence, so it makes it kind of unique there. And then with Vancouver being coastal, you've got, like its own thing there. But I don't really know if anywhere in Canada is actually that typical, because each area is quite distinct. Like from the eastern provinces to the central to the northern areas. Yeah, they're all quite distinct.
So what would you say is a defining feature of Calgary?
Probably the Calgary Tower. And then you got the mountains in the background.
The Rocky Mountains, is it?
Yeah, the Rocky Mountains.
Whoa.
Oil and gas used to be what's still probably the biggest economic factor in the province, but with the decrease of gas prices or oil prices, that's gone way down.
It's all about clean energy nowadays, eh?
Trying to, I suppose. First place to legalize weed, pretty much. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's funny because there was so much resistance to that for such a long time. And one of the big things was always that, if they legalize it, everybody's going to be smoking weed. It's like, well, if somebody doesn't already smoke it, just because it's legal, I don't think they're going to rush out and, buy pounds of pot, right? So,
yep.
Yeah, I don't think that the usage has gone up a ton.
It's not really that big a deal, right? I would say after legalization.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I've tried it once when I was like 22 or something, and it just didn't do it for me. And legal or not, I'm still not gonna. It's not something I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Now I think if I had liked it when I first tried it, then Now obviously it'd be a lot easier to obtain it because it's legal, but it's totally outlawed in Singapore, right?
Totally.
Their hockey team, yeah, except our national hockey team, but unfortunately our professional hockey teams, they just can't do anything. Jeez, I think it will be 20 years in 2023. It's the last time that we won the Stanley Cup. Like that's, oh damn,
Well,
a long time.
That's a long time, man.
Yeah.
Is it because of the coach or the players that you have on the roster?
No, a big part of it is that the best players who can earn the most money, they go to the U.S. To U.S. teams that are going to pay them the big bucks for that's a big part of it. Which, fair enough. And then also, there's only 6 or 8 Canadian teams, and there's 32 in total. So just the odds
in the NHL, you mean?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Is NFL a big thing over there as well?
No, so we have our own football league called the CFL, Canadian Football League. And same thing there, actually. You don't have... So, for the CFL, because the season is so short, because of climate, for the most part, so majority of those players have real jobs. It's not as though they're depending on their football career to sustain themselves. But if somebody is really
it's not as
good...
if they're multi-millionaire players or stuff like that.
Right, yeah. So, but if they're a really good football player, they'll probably go to the U.S. and play for an NFL team. What's your sport?
So what would you say is the number one sport in Canada? The most
hockey.
Well-supported one, hockey.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What about baseball?
Not really. So we used to have 2 professional baseball teams, the Montreal Expos and the Toronto Blue Jays. And then the Expos left quite a while ago, so we've only got the Toronto Blue Jays. And they're relatively popular. They won the World Series, I think, 91, 92 back-to-back. And a couple years ago, they were down to I don't think they were in the World Series, but just the round prior. Yeah. Toronto, Montreal are still in it. I used to like the Quebec Nordiques before they became the Colorado Avalanche. So that's something that I think is really funny. So the year they went from Quebec to Colorado, they won the Stanley Cup. And I'm pretty sure if they had stayed in Quebec, they would not have won. Even though, for the most part, it would have been the same team, but Montreal would have never traded Patrick Roy to Quebec because they would have been facing him. But being in Colorado, that wasn't going to be an issue. So it was really funny how that worked out. Yeah. And then
is soccer popular there as well?
Not like hockey, and not on a professional sense, but soccer is the number one sport worldwide. So yeah, it's if you were if you were to say David Beckham or Ronaldo or something like that, people know. But if you were to say a Canadian soccer player, even in Canada, nobody would know.
Nobody knows, right?
Yeah.
But do Canadians watch the English Premier League often, regularly? Do they support teams like Manchester United, Arsenal?
Yeah,
Chelsea?
But if you were to go to a bar or a restaurant or a sports bar, for the most part, you're going to see hockey on the TV. Holy crap! That just crashed. On the TV, you're going to see hockey, football, baseball, basketball now and then. Now, if you were to go to an Irish or an English pub, then you would see soccer. Yeah. But other than that, you're not going to see soccer regularly. Yeah. So, what's your sport that you'd watch?
My sport would be soccer.
Okay.
I just want to check the result from Manchester United. United lost in the Europa League final just a while ago. Damn it. But whoa, penalty shootout 11-10. That's crazy, man.
Always been a Kings fan since Gretzky. Okay. I don't think that there's that many, unless I guess you don't have to be a diehard hockey fan. But I really don't think there's too many Americans that, like, if you say Wayne Gretzky, they have no clue who that is.
Really?
Yeah.
I know Wayne Gretzky as well. I'm not American.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So I don't think there'd be many Americans who would. Just because hockey isn't that big of a sport, right? And I mean, he retired a while ago as well. So, but like, even though Michael Jordan has been out of basketball for a long time, he's still, who people think of when they think of basketball. I don't think that's the case for Wayne Gretzky. But for Canadians, yes. But outside of Canada, I don't. Or as far as North America goes, I don't think he's that well known in the U.S.
That is right. Michael Jordan was the one who made Nike famous in the first place, actually. Those
Did
Air
he make
Jordan...
Nike famous, or did they make him famous?
Well, I would say it's mutual.
Yeah.
It was a mutual relationship. Because if not for him, they wouldn't have become the company they are today.
You don't think so? Because they were around long before he was a superstar.
Long before, but they weren't doing that well, actually.
Yeah,
they were
true. Okay.
Facing stiff competition from Reebok back then.
Right. Okay.
Because you remember the Netflix documentary, right? The one on the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, what was it? The last.
What was it? The Last Ride.
The last dance. The Last Dance.
Oh, The Last Dance. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Millennials won't really
know. It was so
know.
nice to watch, man. I mean, like what it showed you the dream team, and how Jordan didn't win his first trophy, or didn't win a trophy yet when he was young, and then they brought in Scottie Pippen, and then wow, things really took off from there, man. Scottie Pippen is the most highly underrated NBA player in history, man.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
When people talk about the Bulls, they always talk about Jordan, but they don't talk about Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, I was never a basketball fan. My middle brother, like, that was actually just until recently. I didn't realize that he preferred playing baseball, but he watched basketball a lot. But yeah, like he would know all about that kind of stuff. Pippen was okay. Yeah. Relentless to say he was only okay.
I'm not gonna get into that, but what I am gonna say is he was quite foolish, because he signed a long-term contract back then with the Bulls in the documentary. I mean, I found that out recently only, and he was highly underpaid for what he was doing for the Bulls. And when he tried to renegotiate, they didn't really want to give him a pay rise, like on par with Michael Jordan or somewhere. Right. I mean, of course, he'll be paid below Michael Jordan, but he deserved to be paid more, man. So his mistake was he negotiated, I think the time was a 7-year contract, which locked in his salary.
Okay. Sergei Fedorov, Mario Lemieux, and only other two hockey players that could come close to Gretzky's popularity. I think Lemieux would have surpassed Gretzky in stats if he could have stayed healthy. But he was injured so much. And the thing with him was he was a much bigger person, so it made him more of a target than Gretzky, because Gretzky was quite small. And, and the thing is, you couldn't touch Gretzky. There was one game, he was playing for the Oilers at the time. I don't remember who they were playing against. But the opponent, one of them checked Gretzky. And then the person who checked him, they went to their bench. Like, it was a clean check, so there was no penalty or anything. They went to their bench, and that person's teammates were giving them shit for hitting Gretzky. Like, nobody was allowed to touch him.
Oh, so would you say that Gretzky could dax like a pro? His dexterity was through the roof.
Well, he never had anybody throwing specials at him, though, so he didn't need to worry about it too much.
Yeah. Or flying hockey pucks.
But man, he was... Yeah, dude. Like,
he was unplayable, right, back in the day, right?
Yeah, man. He was something else. Like, I don't think... Well, no, I guess Jordan, during his time, he was probably by far the most dominant. But like since his time, you've had people not
Like
comparable.
LeBron James,
Yeah.
like Shaquille O'Neal.
I don't think Shaq was really that good. I think he was just big, right? Like,
Big,
he was
yeah.
good. But like I think Kobe Bryant was a much better
Kobe Bryant, and
skilled
God bless
player.
his soul, man. Yep, God bless his soul.
Yeah, but I don't think you've got anybody comparable to Gretzky, even to this point.
Other than Michael Jordan, maybe.
No,
Yeah.
but I mean, like for the game they play. So, like for Jordan, I think people could argue that LeBron James or Kobe or somebody else are as good or better than Jordan, right? Or Wilt Chamberlain, somebody before Jordan. Like you could have those arguments. I don't think you could really have an argument about anybody since Gretzky being better. But that's also the game has changed as well. Like people are bigger, people are faster.
Yeah.
So it's not really a fair comparison, I suppose. He's a legend. He's like Spider-Ham. Go ahead and throw your special. Yeah.
But yeah, Michael Jordan recently, I mean, I saw recent interviews. Oh, he got fat, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that comes with old age regardless. But I think somebody that was known for their, like being an athlete, so in really good shape, you see it more, right? You notice it more. Like if you see an actor who's put on a lot of weight, you don't really think much of it. But when you see a sports figure, like if Usain Bolt, if when he turns 40, 50, if he's packing a few pounds, you're gonna be like, what?
Yep, and then that's right, because you always have this mental picture of him sprinting like the Flash.
Yeah. So how many more paths do you have to do to finish off 7-2?
Well, I've got the 5 paths left in 7 or should I say in the first quest 5 paths, second quest 5 paths, and third quest 5 paths, so 15. But those are the easy ones. So it'll be done soon, later tonight.
Very good. Michael Jordan just dominated so hard. Magic, Bird, Stockton, Barkley, Malone, doing so much talent, late 80s, early, so that's what I'm saying, right? So while he was playing, you absolutely had good players, but he just overshadowed everyone. But I think as time's gone on, there are people that others would compare to Jordan, or say, because I've heard people say that like LeBron James is better or whatever, right? I don't know enough about basketball to really argue one way or the other, but I don't think you could really find an argument for saying somebody today is better than Gretzky at his prime. So I've not even started 7-2, and I have energy expiring in the stash. Look like tonight is the night. Well, yeah, you got almost, well, at least like 2 weeks of no AQ, no war. And then next week, we get June's EQ. I don't know when the 2 big items for the Summer of Pain and the Gauntlet are dropping, but we're going to have some fair bit of stuff to do for June.
Yep. A lot of solo stuff to do. So we have essentially become MCOC hermits.
Yeah.
Like Alliance chat is all like, all quiet nowadays.
Yeah. It's funny too, because this is going to be like the best time at MCOC when you don't have any of the Alliance stuff going on.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want in real life, man.
Yeah. So then for you, currently, are you just like pretty much at home all the time?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Unless I head out to buy groceries, stuff like that, yeah.
Okay. Sergei Fedorov's like way back in the day? Currently, you mean? if you're talking about current, I don't think that's a fair comparison because Sergey's much older than when Wayne would have been in his prime. But I mean, if he's older and he's still, if you could compare him, then that's something. Brett Hull comes to mind too. Yeah, but he was a defenseman too. Wait, because there were two of them, right, that played. One was a defenseman, I think. Because like numbers wise, a defenseman is going to be a lot less than a forward or a center. Yeah. So how long until you're streaming then, Satsui?
Well, it's going to be a good. Let me see. Right now it's 7 a.m. Singapore. We'll take a short nap for a few hours before I wake up for online classes, and then that'll be done by a good 14 hours from now.
Oh shit!
Before I stream again.
Okay. Yeah.
So I just want to get that done. I won't be opening up any crystals though. Be saving up all those 6-star shots. Yep. Saving them up.
That was an evil laugh.
You know why? You know why, right? Because I want to get one guy.
Who are you after?
The guy that is in the loading pick.
Okay, I was thinking so. But you didn't go for Minarina?
Nope. Don't have time for that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was crazy, the amount.
Yeah,
or currently 100 players,
what, 150 mil was it, the cutoff? Or something like that?
So round 1 was 129, just under 130, and round 2 was, I don't think there was an official number, but it looked like 135.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to see those numbers again anytime soon, though.
Wow, man. Yeah.
So I think there was a couple things. One, it was that he was really hyped. And 2, nobody had any clue what it was going to go for. So everybody was just doing what they could. Now that we've kind of seen things, I mean, we've only had two real rounds so far. Mr. Negative, I would think, would be like around 115-ish to 120. And I think the only ones that have any potential of going high over 100 million are going to be new champions. Strife, when he goes into the basic, might go high. I don't think he'll go what iBom went.
What did iBom go for?
100. Let me see. It wasn't very high over 100. Let me see, because I had it predicted at 115, and I think I was over by about at least 10 million.
But he's quite highly sought after as well, eh?
Yeah, so he went 105 round 1. 105 for the 6, 34 for the 5-star. Yeah. And then Mr. Negative, just because he's a new character, I think he'll go for like 115-ish, 120.
Yeah. Or I can guarantee you that if they do release a top prestige champ number 1, new one, yeah, he's gonna smash Shang-Chi's record for sure.
I don't know though, because like I was thinking that too, and I know that's what people were saying, but I think like there's only a limit that people can do, unless you want to be spending just a stupid amount of units for refreshing, and then I don't know if it's worth it, right? I opened Ebony Maw, duped Ronin, and Sentinel, my last 3 6-stars. Ooh. I got Shang-Chi as a 5-star. Cool.
Ebony Maw. Ebony Maw, is the buff any good? I haven't really read it yet.
Yeah, I didn't look at that at all. I was only interested in the 2 techs, really.
Yeah.
But all 3 of them I have as 6 stars, so... I don't really see, for myself anyways, where I would really use Shang-Chi. Like, maybe, like, I can't think of off the top of my head anywhere in 7-1 where I would use him. 7-2, I haven't looked at enough to think about it. AQ and War? Oh, War maybe for, like, Thing. or anybody with an unstoppable, I suppose.
Yep.
But I've got him at R2. I don't have any intent to take him to R3. But the only other skill that I could see doing anything with as a 6-star would be Hit Monkey, probably. So, and they're both suicide friendly.
Yep.
So yeah. They will increase Ma's value and degen, but not a complete rework. Third buff for him, hopefully 3 times. Dude, that's pretty sad. Like, you know there's something wrong with the champion when you have to address them 3 times. Jeez.
Oh man. Yeah. Kind of feel bad for him, man.
Yeah.
And then he'll always ask you to like be quiet, like shh.
Yeah, the rework for June is War Machine. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it because I want to try him out with Ghost. And the thing is, with Ghost, I have a full team. There's one slot that's interchangeable, so I think War Machine will end up going in that one slot. So I've been playing Ghost with Wasp and Hood, or not Hood, with Wasp and Ant-Man, and then Odin. And then I've been putting in Claire just for the damage against villains. But I do want to try it with War Machine. So we'll see. I thought Miles would be ready in June too. Guess people forgot. The only reason that ever came about was because they got called out for Black History Month and not having done anything about it. Right? So if not for that, they would have never said anything about the Black Panther and Miles buffs. Like, it wasn't... Now, the Black Panther one obviously went live, so that had already been in the works. And I think the Miles one too, but like they had said, is that they want to do something different with his animations. And so I think that's where why that one's going to take a while.
Yeah. Who'd you vote for?
Ant-Man, but I really don't care. Well, and actually, you know what? To be honest, nobody, because I didn't do that arena, and I'm not going to. So yeah, and that's where the vote actually matters.
Me neither.
So.
I was like, that's a complete waste of time. And for me,
Yeah.
you want me to vote and you want me to grind it.
Yeah, no, I think that's absolutely ridiculous, and the timing didn't work out right. If that had gone live before the arena change, I may have done it. But after the arena change, no. I spent enough time in arena as is. And why are you going to make me put in effort to vote for something? That's just stupid. And I don't like... So... And I'm not suggesting that the vote or the results are rigged or whatever. But at least when it was on the forums, as you voted, you could see your result. Because you would see, okay, one more vote for Ant-Man, one more vote for Gilly. But this system that they currently have with the arenas, we have no idea, right? Like, I know if I went through and I cast my ballot for whoever, well, that's what I did. But I don't see anywhere where the result changes as it goes. So, and I really don't know why they would do that. It would have just made so much more sense just to have it on the forums, like they did the first one.
Such a misery.
Yeah, I mean, it's a neat idea because it's something different, but yeah, the timing was off, and I don't think it's a good way to engage the community. They need to buff Heimdall. Talking about Black History Month, he's only good for acidity. Yeah, but I mean, that's all he's supposed to be good for, right? So, but yeah, no, I think the 2-star thing with the 2-star champions and the buffs, they were definitely things that were in the works, but they only disclosed it because they got called out for not doing anything.
Yep.
Oh well.
They definitely have to up their game. Revenue's been dropping recently.
Yeah. So we could see quite. I don't want to speculate about the offers for July 4th because I was doing a lot of speculating for the Cyber Weekend ones, and they were so disappointing for what I was thinking we would see. So So do you pretty much only spend for the big offers, or do you spend throughout the year, depending on if it's something you want?
Nowadays, I only spend for the big offers.
Okay.
Previously, I would go for the features as well, the featured Cavaliers.
Okay, yeah.
Spent like a few $1,000s last time when I went crazy. Yeah, I spent a few thousand at time when I wanted to get Cull Obsidian actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, back then when he was, before the rework and before they rebalanced him and he was bugged, doing insane amounts of damage back then. Well, so now I use a different approach. Now I'm like, I'm eventually gonna get them when they appear in featured 6 stars.
Right.
Just gotta have patience. Okay. I might be getting a top 6-star champion later than some guys by a month or 2 months, but hey, no big deal, man.
Yeah. And I mean, with the arena change, so in general, like reaching the milestones, getting the 5%, it's different. It's more work, but at least now, if you want a 6-star, there is the potential to do it without, a stupid amount of money.
Yeah.
They did it for Hercules 2 or Mega Cento would have won. Kabam wants to control straight up. Kabam wants to hide the bulls. Yeah, so I think... I know the whole thing with ILAC saying that, that vote was rigged or whatever. I think, though, like it was a way for them to engage the community. I think they were already putting one of those champions forward. Probably Hercules. So regardless what the results were from the voting, yes, that's who we were going to get. But I don't know why you would bother putting a voting system forward without allowing people to see the results as they're tabulated. It just seems weird to me.
No transparency, eh?
Yeah, like because then it leads to this, right? People are going to be like, well, that's rigged. Well, because you can't see as it's going, right?
That's right.
I went from
there should be like something like an election commission,
I went from Cavalier to Thronebreaker when the first Thronebreaker deals came out. I spent over 1,000 on all the deals for Cav, and Thronebreaker doubled it. Yeah. I see his animations. He looks fun to play. Hercules, yeah. But I like there's still a lot of refinement to happen with him, though, right? From what we've seen so far.
Yeah.
You
know who I'd like to see? I'd like to see Odin's father, Bor.
Yeah.
I'd also like to see Uatu, the Watcher.
Okay. Oh, that'd be interesting. I don't think we could see him as a playable character. It wouldn't make any sense, right?
Oh yeah, because he doesn't intervene, right?
Right. Now, I mean, they could always, because they make their own story as they go, right? So they could. Yeah, but that wouldn't even be possible until after the Karina arc, I would assume, though. But that could
maybe he would just be like, since he's just watching, right? He goes into the fight and he just stands there watching you. But you can't hit him as well. He's like invulnerable. So.
Yeah. The movies are really ramping up, eh? Like we've got
the Eternals.
Yeah. Then we got Black Widow. Because the Eternals is the fall, right? Like November?
Yeah.
We got Black Widow in July. Then we have Shang-Chi in October.
Shang-Chi, yeah. September. Then we've got
oh wow! So those are really close.
Venom 2. Yeah. And then we've also got, I think, Morbius coming soon as well.
Right. Yeah. There's been, other than like when that was initially, like the trailer dropped for that, whenever that was, I haven't heard anything more about that.
The movie's complete already. Actually, it was supposed to have been released last year, but because of pandemic.
Yeah, same thing with Black Widow. I would like to say Kraven the Hunter. Maybe it will show him sitting in his trophy room with your head on the wall as the victory screen. No, that would be a little too.
Oh, that'll be Mortal Kombat already, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I thought the Mortal Kombat movie was okay, but it like got a lot of criticism. but I don't know what people were expecting.
Well, I'd say it was okay as well. I liked it quite a bit.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I didn't watch it expecting it to be some... That's what I expected of it, pretty much, is what I got. So I don't know what people thought.
Yeah. Movie goes nowadays.
Yeah. Although, you know what? I kind of wonder if something like that, because most people are probably watching at home, and I think something like that, the experience would be very different in the theater. So I wonder if that's where some of that disappointment comes in.
Definitely. I mean, to truly enjoy it, you've got to watch it in the cinema or have a very high-end home entertainment system.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you were saying previously that you were like, you could go to the theater. So can you right now, or is that all closed?
They're still allowed to, actually, but you can only go max with a friend. One friend.
Okay.
And you have to be seated like from strangers, like 3 seats apart.
Right. Okay.
But I wouldn't go to the cinema right now anyway, because given the current situation, I would like to do my part as well, to just flatten the curve.
Relentless. I saw the same meme or whatever about Jon Favreau carrying the Star Wars franchise with the Mandalorian. But it was funny because it was like a news article and it showed a picture of him and it's like, oh, he's been hospitalized, blah blah. And I'm like, so he's a big guy, right? So I'm like, oh, did he have a heart attack or something like that? And then I got to the end. It's like, yeah, from carrying the Disney franchise or the Star Wars franchise. I like the fight scenes, but the acting was terrible except Kano. Yeah, but I mean, you don't go to like a movie like that for the acting.
You just go for the fight scenes, man.
Yeah. And I think it delivered on that.
Which is why I liked Army of the Dead as well. I watched it on Netflix. I went in like expecting zombies. That's what I got. Action.
Yeah, I downloaded. I haven't watched it yet.
Pretty good. I like Drax is in it as well. Yep, Batista.
Yeah.
And, but he doesn't go invisible in this one though.
I don't know if this is accurate or not, but I saw something saying that he's no longer going to be in the MCU. I don't know if that's...
Guardians Volume 3 would be his last movie.
Okay. Huh. Okay. So that's... I mean, Hulk Hogan made a go at Hollywood. He didn't do very well with it. The Rock has done, like, I think probably somebody young, like 12 years old, would probably only know of him as an actor, not as a wrestler. And then Batista as well. Like, yeah, they've really done well for themselves.
They've really done well for themselves.
Yeah.
And John Cena, I think, is following in their footsteps right now.
Yeah.
So even Triple H gave it a shot back then in Blade 3. He was a vampire.
Yeah.
He couldn't make it, man.
No. You know, it's weird though, because like some of the storylines they play out in wrestling, like they're putting on a show, they're acting. But yeah, when you put them on the big screen, it's like, oh my lord, they're terrible. I'm watching it tonight, Army of the Dead. I'm a zombie fan. Okay. I've seen all the Walking Dead shows and read all of the comics. Okay. Were you here when we were talking about Kingdom Relentless? It's a Korean zombie TV series on Netflix. Oh, yeah, I think you were. Hulk Hogan, Rocky 3 and No Holds Barred. Remember that movie with Zeus? Yeah. That guy died though, I think, right? The guy who played Zeus.
Oh yeah. And I remember Hulk Hogan in Thunder in Paradise as well. Oh, I watched that. I watched that TV series way back. Yeah. But not because of Hulk Hogan, but because of the Bikini Babes, man.
Yeah. I'm watching the Clone Wars, the Star Wars animated series.
Oh, the Bad Batch.
Wars. Yeah. No, the Clone. So the Bad Batch is after the Clone Wars. Clone Wars is 7 seasons, and Bad Batch I think is 2 or 3 episodes so far. Yeah.
I'm liking it so far.
I'm quite impressed with the Clone Wars, actually. I had seen episodes here and there previously, but I never watched like start to finish. But I've been watched like I'm on season 3, and yeah, I quite like it.
It does put the new trilogy to shame, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that was messed up because of the director. He wanted to like I think it was silly. He basically wanted to leave his mark or like have his take on the franchise, and it's like, no, dude, this franchise is far more than you. Like, all you're supposed to do is just move it forward. You know, you're not supposed to like this is my take on no. Yeah, that
Ryan Johnson, yeah, that guy,
yeah. So terrible.
Oh,
Because the
my
thing
goodness.
is, so you had the first 2 movies with him directing, and then the third movie couldn't reach its potential because it had to clean up the first 2 movies, right? And what a waste.
Oh, the second movie actually, the first one was by J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
He did it okay.
Well, yeah, but
Second
so
one
that was the
by
thing, though.
Ryan Johnson. Yep.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because like there was no continuity, right? So you had one person's interpretation, then the Johnson guy got in it, and then so yeah, I don't think he did.
What the hell did he do to Luke, man? I mean, that is just flat out disrespectful on Luke Skywalker's legacy.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't think he did as poorly as the guys from Game of Thrones, but. Although those two, they've even said themselves they didn't know what they were doing. Oh man!
Oh yeah, I mean the finale of Game of Thrones was like, ugh.
Yeah.
What was that, right?
Yeah, I'm interested to see how the next series, the prequel, is going to do. Because I wonder if people will stay away from it because of how Game of Thrones ended, or if people will be like, oh, here's an opportunity to see them do it right or something. Although, I mean, yeah, it was only really the last season, maybe last 2 seasons. I think it was the 2nd or 4th episode where it was really dark, like hard to see. And from then on, I knew that season was messed up. Because that was the same season where they had the thing with the coffee cup and blah, blah. Like, it just looked like they didn't care anymore.
Yeah. Oh. Should there have been like petitions to like reshoot or refilm the final season? I mean, they should do something like that, like say or retcon whatever we saw initially that was like in an alternate universe.
Yeah, the thing is though, the only reason they would do that is if there was like money to be made. I don't think the expense of doing it would be too great, and I don't think they would recoup those expenses.
Or like something like that, like if like there's a major fan backlash like for the Schneider cut, then they would do something like that.
Well, but the Snyder cut though, because the majority of the footage was already there. It was just the things that had been cut, right? So it wasn't a complete refilming. Whereas if they were to redo that season 8, it'd be a complete refilming. So
most of the actors have moved on already to other projects as well.
Yeah. Oh, I think there's a bunch of them that are involved with
MCU, right?
With the Eternals.
Yeah. Jon Snow is in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Daenerys' actress, she's in.
Yeah.
She's gonna be in. I think, if I remember correctly, she's gonna be appearing in Secret Invasion.
Okay. Yeah, the next little while should be interesting with TV shows, movies. I'm looking forward to Loki. That looks like it should be pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good. And recently I've been watching on Netflix. I watched the Hitman's Bodyguard.
Okay.
So that had Samuel L. and Ryan Reynolds in it. I was like, wow. I mean, can't wait for them to like get together in the MCU for real. Deadpool meet Nick Fury.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm interested to see how this next slate of movies more Shang-Chi and the Eternals, because Black Widow's should have been out a while ago anyway. So, but I'm interested to see how those are going to move the MCU
forward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, jigs.
Yeah. It was so long, so they wanted to cut it. They should have never touched Snyder's movie. You know, I really wonder, after I watched the Snyder cut, and I've said it before, like, when I watched, I intended to watch it over a weekend, like over a couple days, like an hour and a half here or there, whatever, right? And I started watching it on Friday, and I was like 45 minutes in, and I'm like, I'm really liking this. And I got to like 2.5 hours. I'm like, no, I gotta leave the rest of this for tomorrow, otherwise. But yeah, I could have absolutely sat through 4 hours. And I really wonder if that's what had been in theaters. I wonder if the DCU would have actually given the MCU a run for its money.
Yeah, I agree. At no point in time was I bored watching the Schneider cut.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I really liked that.
The pacing was perfect, right? Wouldn't you say so?
Yeah. That was one of the things I really liked, is that you had the story building, but then you had action. And that was one of the things I didn't mind with Endgame or Infinity War. But you had a lot of the story building, which is like a typical movie. You have the story building up front, and then the last little bit is all the action. And that's what you had for those two in particular. But yeah, this one you had all the character development, but then you'd have some, something to get you at the edge of your seat, and then back to, it was really good.
Really good.
There are two Eternals.
That's what you're gonna get.
Wow, relentless.
Wow, that's just dirty, man. You do know that Salma Hayek and Angelina Jolie are in their 50s right now, don't you? But I agree, they still look hot as hell.
Yeah, I saw, I don't know anything about the Eternals, the movie, or the comic book characters, but I saw something they were discussing the different characters, and it looks interesting.
Apparently, Angelina Jolie's character, she is Thanos' first cousin.
Yeah, because the Eternals are like the other side of what Thanos would be. Like, I think he's, what do they call it, like a deviant, and then they're the Celestial. No, they were created by the Celestial. So I don't know. So this was the easiest 4-star. Yeah, 4-star, 10% T5CC challenge. Did it with 4-star Nick Fury. I don't see why people try to cheese it with Ma. Oh, the fight is over in less than 2 minutes. Yeah. Alexander, how you doing? How is your day coming along?
Yeah, the Eternals.
Yeah, I was really surprised with that challenge, actually. Who did I use? I used Hitmonkey, and I used Nick. And I think, I used Hitmonkey twice because I just found he made it quicker. And I used Nick just to try it with somebody else. But yeah, that was not bad at all. Oh, nope, definitely not going to do that. Yes.
You reckon they're gonna mention Thanos in the movie as well?
In the Eternals?
Yep.
I think it depends when it takes place. If it's after all of the Endgame stuff, I don't know if there'd be any. Oh wait, isn't there something to do with time travel?
I guess so. Something to do with that, and but you see, a lot of backlash happened after the trailer. You know why? They mentioned that they don't intervene in earthly or in earthly matters or just most matters. They just watch. Yeah. But then you have something like Endgame happening, something like Infinity War happening, and they just watched.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they intervene when one of their own is wiping out half the universe?
Yeah. Which, actually, you know what? That'd be interesting then, and maybe we'll see that in the movie. Whether or not the snap had any effect on them.
Or how are they going to address that? What were they doing in that time?
They should be introducing Kang soon. Okay.
And he's going to be an Ant-Man, yeah.
Okay. Oh, and we have the No, I think that's a ways away yet. But the new Blade movies, maybe, maybe when they have the new Blade movies, Blade in the game is going to get a rework.
With
No, that's
Mashallah Ali or something like that.
Mashar Ali.
What's
Yeah,
his?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently Wesley Snipes wanted to be like playing Blade.
But I have heard he is gonna be appearing in a cameo.
Yeah.
In the Blade movie, maybe an alternate universe Blade.
Yeah. I wonder if Apocalypse and the Eternals met back in the day. They were on the Earth at the same time. Isn't Apocalypse only like 5,000 years old, and the Eternals were like way before that? Sorry, not been around. Chemo kicking my ass, but still about. Ooh. Yeah, chemo would not be fun. My dad had to go through that like 2 years ago. And yeah.
Apparently, Apocalypse was, I think Kang, if I remember correctly, and that is in the comics, he had a role in creating Apocalypse because Kang was using celestial technology, time travel, and I think he left a ship in ancient Egypt, and Apocalypse came across it and used the technology to augment himself.
Oh, okay. Huh. That's all good, Alexander.
Kang's also known as Rama-Tut. He was one pharaoh in ancient Egypt back then.
Okay. Yeah, you haven't missed much, Alexander. This is pretty much it.
We've just been talking about Marvel lore.
So were you into like the comic books, the movies prior to the game, or because of the game you kind of got into that stuff?
Prior. Okay. I was really into Marvel comics before even the MCU started.
Okay. So what's your favorite character or favorite comic series?
Favorite series has to be Infinity Gauntlets.
Okay. And favorite character?
Favorite one, I'd say back in the day I liked Spidey quite a bit, but because of the MCU and all that, I like Tony Stark more. Iron Man.
Okay. Huh.
I just want to be like him, man.
Wait, you want to be rich or you want to be like a technologist?
I want to have rich, I want to have technology, I want to have my own armor. Yep.
Yeah. Just the new arenas I have missed, to be honest. I don't have a clue what is happening. What the hell is happening? Dude, you haven't missed much with the new arenas other than people don't like them. That's about all there is to go with that. Yeah, hang on, I'll be right back.
All right.
All right, back I am.
All right.
Back I am. I don't know why, so I'm there taking a piss, and I don't know why this is what came to mind, but I just realized when they did that last Dev Diary, there was no mention there of doing another Summoner Showdown. So I wonder if it's just not something on their radar, or they're gonna bring that up later on or something.
Could be. No idea as well.
Yeah, I think it would be unfortunate if they don't, because I mean I didn't try. Well, there'd be no point for me trying anyways. But I didn't pay much attention to the whole thing. But I think it was a cool idea, and I would like to see it done again. And I think taking that format as well would be a good way to go.
Yeah. I mean, I know. This would be good for like giving exposure to the other skilled players out there, the little guys, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean this. But one thing is that I guess because this kind of thing is best done when post pandemic when you can have like people gathered at Comic-Con to cheer live. So last year's version, of course, was all online. But I guess this kind of thing you got to have like do it live. Then you got the impact.
But the thing is, doing it the way they did it last year, it's much more accessible. So if you do it at a Comic-Con, then only people who are able to physically be there can compete. So I think what they did last year was a much better representation of who's actually really good in the game, as opposed to the Comic-Con thing. And so that's why I would like to see it as that format. Because, for example, somebody who lives in New York State, yeah, it's easy for them to make it to Comic-Con. But you, coming from Singapore, well, probably not going to happen. Right? So
I would have to travel for more than a day, man.
Yeah. So
plus I would have to set work aside as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, if they were to do like the seeding for it online, and then where they had sent you guys the streaming equipment, if they were to bring you to Comic-Con, then okay, I can see that. But I think the initial stage has to be online, like it was last year. Yeah.
I mean, they did one in 2019 as well, right? Where they invited all the YouTubers to compete. Not saying that, I mean, nothing against the YouTubers, but some of them, it's not an equal playing field, because you select all the YouTubers, and YouTubers being YouTubers, not all of them are equally skilled. Some of them are on the lower rungs. So you had like people like of course, no offense once again to people like Froyo, but I mean he didn't exactly play really well. And
I know people have said that if they do it again, they want to see a content creator bracket. I don't think so. I don't want to see that.
I mean, I at one stage I was for that, but
yeah,
that's not really gonna be good for the whole community, because you want to see like people like the little guy, like I said, the little guy, unknown people on, like just ordinary average, I mean, okay, I won't say average Joes, but just down to earth, one of the guys, you know what I mean, just one of the guys competing. And
Alexander, that's Satsui. Let me see if I can find his. Apocalypse was when they were building the pyramids. Sorry to take the call. It's all good, dude. It's all good.
Who is on the call? Just one of the guys, man. One of the guys.
Yeah, no, I really don't want them to have So, for a couple reasons. If they had a content creator bracket, it's going to only be those in the CCP, which they were very... I mean, you're there. Good for you. But they were selective in who gets in there. Okay, so there's Satsui's URL to his channel. So there's that, and then it just doesn't provide for a fair playing field. I want to see Anger Danger and MSD go at it.
Speaking about that, I've got something special planned with Anger Danger quite soon.
Okay. Yeah, I was in the same alliance as him for from August till just recently, actually. He's a pretty quiet guy. Like he really didn't talk much in the alliance chat. He just got his shit done and whatever. So yeah,
I'm gonna do a catch up with him like after he won the World Championship. Like do an interview.
Okay.
Catching up with him, checking in, like, okay, what have you been up to recently after winning Summoner Showdown 2020?
Okay.
And any tips for all those free to play players out there on how to excel at this game? Like, what went through your mind? How do you prepare for major competitions like this as a top player? So I think that'll be good. That's coming up soon.
Okay. Cool. Oh yeah. So Alexander, I just linked Setsui's channel. I want to see Angry Jane and MSD go at it. Happy McMuffins and Swadea. I don't think Happy has been doing any. So maybe he's been unhappy. I don't think he's been doing any YouTubing.
He's been quite quiet recently, which is a pity actually. You know, he got into the content creator program before me, and his channel really blew up way before mine actually, and he just went quiet. I guess in real life stuff caught up or something like that.
Yeah, I have no idea. It'd be fun to watch them go at it if they feel they are the best. But so Anger Danger doesn't do YouTube, and like I said, I was in the same alliance as him, and he was never somebody to. I mean, I didn't interact with him, so maybe it's not fair to say, but at least in the alliance chat, like he was not somebody to be promoting himself or whatever. I think he just plays the game for something to do for fun. I think there's others who play the game because it's a way to be good at something and to, be popular or whatever. That's cool. I don't think, I have no idea. Like I said, I've never spoken to him. But I don't think he's somebody you would ever find saying he's great or he's the best or anything like that.
Thank you, Alexander Egot, for the sub. I am going to sub back right now.
Aww, ain't that special.
All right, let's see. Let me go. Alexander Egot. Let me check out your channel right now. All right, so yeah, I mean, thanks for the sub. Do check out the. This is not a shameless promo, but this is something. I've got something good for you on my channel. Just watch that one single video on Stealthy doing that bursting Grandmaster down in record time. It's something that you can adopt for your own runs, or whether it's Legend run or whatever you're doing.
But do you think
that thing that I came up with, right, wasn't me alone. I actually didn't come up with that method. One of my subs actually told me about it.
There you go. So do you think after trying that with Stealthy, do you think, not in general, but at least for a Legends run, do you think he's a necessity for... type something in chat, Setsu. Do you think that
type something in chat, eh?
Yeah, just like a period or something.
Hello. Okay.
Yep. There we go. Okay, cool. So if you want, you can go ahead and link that video you're referring to. Do you think he's somebody who's a necessity to have on the team for Grandmaster?
You mean Stealthy?
Yeah.
Definitely, if you are going to go for your Legends timing, that's what you got to do, man.
Okay.
Oh, Wait, who's got a YouTube channel? Let me see.
You went and got
I was trying to look out for Alexander's YouTube channel. Couldn't find it.
Yeah, Relentless has a YouTube channel, and he has a very sad video on there of opening Thronebreaker Arena Crystals. It's very sad.
Okay, going to Relentless's channel right now. Relentless Grinds. Yep, found it. Thronebreaker Arena Crystals, 10 plus million in battle chips. How many units did you get, man? Hopefully you didn't get shafted.
Okay, so I'm going to wait until I got 6 stars and get the other 500,000 for those. Let's see. I think I still have some to do here. Yeah, okay. So we'll do a little bit of this event quest completion to get some points there. I think I'm almost... Yeah,
so Relentless, would you say that I would be better off just sticking to uncollected arena crystal for a higher unit drop rate. But what about you, bro? Do you go for Thronebreaker ones or
Yeah,
uncollected ones?
I'll only be going for Thronebreakers.
Mm.
Overall, so people were always saying that the uncollected and the regular ones over time even out, but maybe. But at least from all of the openings I've looked at, whether they be my own or ones I've found on YouTube, the uncollected ones are far better. No, not far better, are better. Here, I'll bring up the spreadsheet and you can see. And it's looking like, unfortunately, there's obviously not enough info on the Thronebreaker ones yet, but it looks like that's what it's shaping up to be, where the Thronebreaker are going to be better than the uncollected, and far better than, there we go, and far better than regular ones. So this top part here are the openings, my openings since 2019. Yeah, 2019. So we got the regular. I actually only did, once I started recording them, only did 2 regular openings. The rest were all uncollected. And then I've done 3 Thronebreaker openings so far. And then this bottom part here is what the totals are. So for the regular, it's a 0.18% ratio for units. And uncollected, so the Thronebreaker one for mine, it's not really a fair number because I haven't opened that many yet. But for both uncollected and Thronebreaker, it's at a 0.21. And then looking at the YouTube ones, you're looking at 0.2% unit ratio for uncollected, 0.17 for regular. And again, there's not that information, but so far, 0.21. So it's still a little bit better for the Thronebreaker ones.
So Thronebreaker is the way to go then.
Yeah.
For now, I mean, based on what we know.
Yeah. And I think as there's more openings of Thronebreakers, like if I could get, so for uncollected I had 70 million battle chips worth of data, so I think if I got to like 100 million or so of Thronebreaker, we'd see it probably at a 0.23 ratio. So for me, because all I really care about, I don't care about the 5-star, 6-star Punisher. I don't care about the gold. It's just the units. So I would be opening Thronebreakers. I'm really stuck on Champion Boss 6.2. Need help. Got him to 10% loads of times, but spent 1,200 units and still can't do him. Who do you have with you, Alex? If you have a small amount to open, then yes, but what I've seen with the Solar Spreadsheet, Thronebreaker will pay off. No, so you were on one end, and then KT1 was on the other end, right? Which is absolutely going to happen.
No.
It just sucks for you that because just imagine if you took KT1's ratio and applied it to your 10 million battle chips. That would have been crazy.
How much? I mean, how many units did Katie get?
So he opened 3 million battle chips and he got 10,000 units, I think.
Wow. I mean, that's RNG for you, man.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, somebody's got to obviously have the low end, somebody's got to have the high end, but it definitely sucks for whoever gets the low end.
I mean, in the long run, don't be sad, Alexander. I mean, who was it? Yeah, I mean, Relentless, don't be sad. Because in the long run, it'll even out. Just gotta believe, man. Never lose hope.
Look at you being all inspirational.
I'm an inspirational speaker, man.
There we go. Screw this nonsense. Oh, crap. No. Okay. I don't think I wanted her dead yet. Uh-oh. Oh, well. What nodes are up on him? What path did you take?
If you've got Doctor Doom or any Mystic Champion, they are gonna do... Yep, they're gonna do really good against him.
The worst is the combo, taking the 6-star path. You can't even do damage until you get over 15 hits. Yeah. I found for the issue is the last 10%. I found for me, Cap IW was a necessity for that last 10%, just because I was terrible at the whole dexing. So all I would do is block the beginning of the special and then dex just before he does the headbutt. And with Cap IW, he can take a fair bit of those blocked hits.
And we still have to do it with Kamala Khan. Hey, don't forget that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which I will be using. I'll be using the the CCP server to practice first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense if you've got access to it. Why not?
The hope is I can at least get it done, without revives with the 2 Kamalas I'll be bringing in, the 5 and 6 stars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That actually ain't that bad, actually. That'll be highly doable. Just because of this challenge, right, I rank 5 my 5-star Kamala Khan.
Mm-hmm.
And I pumped it up to SIG 100 plus.
Okay. No, I'm sure there's quite a few rank ups that have been happening in the last little while that are specifically because of that challenge. Or the the same thing with the 4-star Inhumans and what was the other one? There's the one with the and the Canadians. Yeah.
Canadians and humans.
Yeah.
Star-Lord as well. My 4-star was just sitting there at rank 4. Had to rank 5 him.
So which one of the LOL ones, which one do you think you're going to do first?
I think I'll do the reckon the Star-Lord one first. Yeah, Star-Lord first and then Canadian, then Inhuman. Okay. But I'll be taking the short paths. Or the short path.
Yeah.
Yep. Going for Venom Cold.
Wow. That's how I would have done him in. Damn. What was it?
There's no way I'll be going around using the E-pad. That's going to take way too long.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I need to look at that before. Well, I'm not thinking about that for a while yet anyways. So. But I will definitely be looking at that before even contemplating going in.
I mean, the worst part is actually it ain't that bad, other than them being a time sink. It's a time sink. Yeah.
What? Why is this? Oh, right. Never mind. Crap. I forgot about Magneto being awakened and taking less damage. Yes.
With Dr. Doom, you just got to keep up those staggers, and down he goes, man.
Yeah, the only problem though is he's already there at 10%. So.
Yes, you're not gonna quit out right now. That's the whole problem. Relentless. Who's the best for Grandmaster? Has to be Stealth Spidey. Yes, it's got to be Stealth Spidey, man, for Grandmaster. You are just gonna have so much fun using Stealthy against her.
I should have just held on to do the L3 from the get-go. Also was Void the hardest other boss. Okay, for 7-2. Antarctic Take, Black Widow, Clairvoyant, Archangel, Apocalypse, Sunspot, and rank 2 Professor X. I've not done my homework on 7-2 yet. Well, Satsui's been streaming all of it, so you could probably look at his streams for specific paths.
Yep, all of 7.2.6 is done, so yep. Just want to take a look anytime, just check it out. I mean 7.2.6, you just use the full ghost team for all the paths. You're gonna burst them down. And just go with Stealth Spidey. Yeah, I mean, like, so one of my subs, they informed me about this. They were like, Stealthy is able to take all normal versions other than Juice and do it in record time. I was like, what? I'm gonna check it out. He sent me a video on line chat. I was like, what the hell is this, man? I was like, I thanked him for it. I thanked him saying that, all right, cool stuff, dude, but now it's all your fault. You gave me some work to do. So I stayed up late perfecting the method with Stealthy. I was like, oh, damn it. I would just want to take a break from YouTube, actually. Sometimes there comes a point in time where enough is enough. You just want a break from it all. You just wanted some alone time. Yeah.
Just want some alone time.
Alone time is time with Netflix and Disney Plus. And a little alone time with Selma Hayek as well.
All right, then. Okay, so we need some kinetic charges before. Oh, come on, bro. Before we want to use this special, probably. I don't think one is. Oh, okay. Well, one got it done. You're going to bring in Professor X? So, Professor X, I'm thinking you're meaning mainly just for that first phase, right? I haven't done the fight, but I don't think it's going to be too terrible. Like, once because the way her special works, you have a second to stop and think that you need to swipe forward rather than back, so. Yeah, so long as you're good with precisely. That, you should be okay. Oh, dear. I should have brought the Duke to Nick. I don't
Mr. Negative.
He is positively going to be a pain, I think.
Hey, I mean, it's not going to be a problem. This one is just master EQ, right?
Uncollected. Like, I did it on Cav, but I really didn't pay attention. So it should be easier on uncollected.
Yeah, not an issue.
Should be. Maybe not.
Oh, if your Nick was duped.
Yeah. If only.
Should have brought a 5-star Nick, though.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that the next time. Who did I... Oh, I ended up using Omega Red, actually, quite a bit for when I was doing it on Cav difficulty. Yeah, okay, there we go.
Are you going to be grinding for him? For this bad boy?
No. My arena grinding for a champion is done. I think I'll probably go for Omega Red because he should be in the base. He should be the basic in August, so I think I will go for him. But as far as so the main reason I went for Sung-Shi was pretty much because I just had a ton of skill ISO. That was the biggest reason that I went for him, actually. That, and because it was the first 6-star arena, I was like, well, let's have a go and see what it's gonna take. So yeah.
And you certainly do know what it's gonna take, man.
Yeah, but I mean, I did 141 million and I got 79. Like, that was cutting it pretty close. Yeah, man.
I think it's pretty close. Yep.
Yeah.
Did you get any sleep, man, at all?
That was the one thing I really didn't like was waking up early. Because usually, like, I just wake up whenever. But I was specifically... So the second day, like, I was up at 7. And then the third day, I was up at 3. Ran the 6 stars and went back to sleep. Like, oh, man, I did not like that. Alright, so I'm going to do one more run in here, and then that will be that.
That is the life of an arena grinder.
Yeah. And I don't think whatever they do to address the changes to Arena, I don't think it's going to change that. Like, it will change the milestones. I really feel that anybody under Uncollected got screwed over. So those things will be addressed, but there's nothing they're going to be able to do, nor should they change anything as far as going. Like, people were saying, oh, it should be the top 150 or the top 200. No, I think it's fine to be at the top 100. I don't think that needs to change. If somebody really wants a champion, yeah, you got to put in the work. It's going to be a lot of work, but
oh man,
yeah. And even
Brian Grant does that for fun, right?
Well, he doesn't usually go for champions. In the last year, he's gone for Aegon, Odin, and then since this, he's gone for Falcon and Immortal Abomination. And out of all of those, he got Odin and he got Immortal Abomination.
What? Whoa. As in, he didn't get all of them, eh?
Yeah, he didn't get Aegon and he didn't get Falcon.
So that's always a risk, man.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't want to do that one. Oh, I guess we could just do this one.
But I would like to see the day that he actually does spend, on his main account.
You'd like to see what?
See the day he does spend on his main account.
Oh, I don't think he ever will.
Actually spends.
Yeah,
that'll be the day, man. That'll be the day. It's like that would be the end of the world.
Swipe back after the special, kind of like Emma Frost. Okay, yeah, to go in and punish the special. Yeah, I have a Sig 206-star Omega. Holler.
Yep, Omega Red is still the man.
Yeah, so he was my most wanted 6-star for a long time, and I got him a while ago, and it was because of him I was saving the generic gem from the Abyss, and I pulled him a couple weeks ago, and then I started thinking, I'm like, well, he needs to be awakened, and he needs to be high Sig before I really do anything with him, and I keep going back and forth whether or not I want to put the generic into Ghost, mainly for 7-2. So I'm thinking what I may end up doing is doing the initial completion with her unawakened. I highly doubt I'm going to pull Ghost from the 6-star I get from that. But that would make life a lot easier if I did. But I'm thinking, do the initial completion. If she's still sleeping, then awaken her and then get the rest of it done over time. For Omega, I'll be able to awaken him from Arena in August, hopefully. And then the only other champion that I really want to awaken is Nick Fury as a 6-star. Yeah. We shall see.
But there's going to be a good chance because of that Nexus crystal.
I haven't been that lucky with Nexus crystals. It's usually I did get the one from from Spring Cleaning, a class Nexus, and that's how I got Apocalypse. So there is potential.
News just dropped. Aaron Taylor Johnson, known for playing Pietro Maximoff in the MCU, has been cast in the lead role of Sony's Kraven the Hunter. Set to be released January 13th, 2023.
Ooh, that's a ways off. I'm hoping to pull Odin from the 5-star feature. Okay. He's going to be in the basic arena. No, it's going to be let me see. A ways away. I don't think he would go very high in that arena, actually. I think he'll go high as the 6-star. I don't think as the 5 he'll go too high, though. Let's bring up web browser. Okay, so
this
where
is
are we?
Interesting indeed. So Aaron Taylor Johnson, which means Quicksilver, is Kraven Hunter.
Okay, so we're on Abomination currently. Oh, okay, yeah, it's gonna be a while then. Yeah, you're gonna see the featured a lot sooner than you're gonna see the arena. I think Odin will go high as a 6-star. I don't think he'll go very high as a 5-star though.
Ooh, which one?
For Odin.
Oh.
Yeah. As Relentless was saying, he's hoping to get Odin from the 5-star feature. Yeah. Okay. Do you have Immortal Hulk?
Oh, yep. But unawakened though.
Okay. Do you play with him much or not really?
Not really. I'm not really a fan, to be honest. But I do know quite a few people. Of course, they do like him. They love him to bits. But
Right,
just
yeah.
really haven't gotten around to familiarizing myself with him that much.
Yeah. My only thing is, so like majority of the time when I'm playing, at least when I'm playing arena, which for arena it's fine. I'm usually watching TV, which means I'm not really concentrating. But there's a few champions that when I concentrate, I quite like them, and he's one of them. So like when I'm like sitting at my desk looking at the game, I quite like playing with him.
Mm.
That
Yeah,
was one
I
of the
guess one day I'll get around to him.
yeah.
I'm just watching this Marvel Future Fight May update video right now.
Okay.
It's about the Black Order. They finally gotten in Marvel Future Fight Ebony Maw, Cull Obsidian, Proxima Midnight.
I play with Suicides. I have a R3 6-star course as well as Captain Marvel, Gilly 29. That's my Suicide Squad. Have Doom and Thing at R3 as well. My non-Suicide Squad. Nice. That's a pretty good selection. The Craven will be in game.
Have you watched Castlevania already?
Yeah.
On Netflix.
Yeah, I saw that. I quite liked it. I was I had no expectations one way or the other. But no, I quite liked it. I'm glad I subbed to your channel. You have the most accurate data with those spreadsheets. Oh, well, thank you. Although that one of the arena stuff, that's not mine. That's just actually, here, I'll put the link in chat. I find it quite useful, and I find it really good. It's not applicable anymore, but it used to be applicable when trying to figure out what champions would go for in arena, because it gave you the whole history for what was run in arena. So it would be a good reference going forward too. I have not, but the last season I have. Oh, I have, but not the last season of Castlevania. Okay. Yeah, no, I quite liked it. Actually, I find more often than not, I prefer cartoon series than live action. Like for whatever reason, they seem better in a lot of cases.
Yeah, like you can do more with anime, right, compared to live action.
Yeah.
Castlevania.
I'm really enjoying.
I really liked it.
I'm really enjoying the Clone Wars, and the 2 episodes of the Bad Batch I watched. I quite like those. Yeah. I watched the first episode of season 4 last night, as a matter of fact. Yeah, there you go.
Yep, Castlevania. Can't go wrong with that, man. Simply just love it. So, you do know that they are gonna release a spin-off series, right? Soon.
Spin-off of
Castlevania.
Oh, okay.
Because I played the games last time, Symphony of the Night.
Okay.
I think they are gonna go down this route where they are gonna do a time jump, centuries forward.
Okay.
So we might end up in the modern day in the spin-off.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, that could be interesting. Yeah, no, I especially like cartoons when I'm doing arena.
Yeah, I mean something to while away the grind.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Alucard, he's still supposed to be alive centuries in the future, and the Belmont lineage still exists as well.
So actually, I should. No, we'll do the same thing. Okay. I should have probably just died. Gotten the regen there.
Oh, they entered the corridor, right? I mean, okay, wait, no spoilers for this one. No. Nope, not gonna spoil it for you, Relentless.
Oh, so a while ago you were thinking like if 7.2 didn't come out, that you would go through the Abyss. Are you thinking of doing that anytime soon? Or
Oh well,
that's put on hold for a while?
that's put on hold for a while, man. I think
Okay.
nowadays, actually, with all the new stuff coming out, Abyss
Uh-huh.
might be getting a bit outdated already.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll definitely still do it soon because I want that Nexus class crystal, or that what
Right.
do you call it? A special, yeah,
Yeah,
Abyss
the Abyss
Nexus.
Nexus. Yeah. Yeah.
I want that, and I
Oh,
want
what?
the generic Awakening gem as well.
So fair, you really think iBom will go so low? Are you talking about the 45 or the 115? Because the first round he went for 105 and 38. Ooh, wait, let me look at the link I just posted. I think he went for 105 is the 6-star and 34 for the 5-star. So yeah, I think he's gonna go. I think so. I put scores higher than I think, just so that if you're gonna look at that, you're gonna aim high. If you get there, you're probably getting the champion. I think as the 5-star, he probably wouldn't go for 40, even though I've got 45. But yeah, I think probably 38 for the 5-star, and probably 110, 112 for the 6-star. But for both 115 and 45, I think if you were to hit those scores, you'd absolutely get them. I think Mr. Negative will go just a little higher as the 5-star. 49 million. Okay. So I think what's going to happen with new champions, for as a 6-star, they're all going to go over 100 million. Not like hugely, like really high over 100. But they're going to go high because it's going to allow people who have those massive 6-star rosters. It's going to be the easiest way to get a new 6-star, and they're not having to buy cap crystals. And so because of that, it's going to automatically, a new 6-star will go over 100 million. And then because of that, those 5-stars will go higher, but not, I don't think it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, not that high.
I have the 6-star I could do with the dupe. Well, yeah, but I mean, if you weren't already grinding for him, it's too late to start now. You'd have to be at like 85 million currently to actually still get him the 6-star. But yeah, I think within a month or two we should have a really good idea of what things are going to look like for Arena. We don't have any. Let's see. So the next basic one that I think is going to be kind of hyped would be Spider. Let's see here. Spider-Ham will be the next basic champion that's going to be pretty hyped. And until then, I don't think, or after that, I think the next one will be Strife, which is a fair ways off. So I think the basics are going to go pretty low for the next little while. And the features, the new characters will go high. Existing characters, I think, unless it's like a Doom, a Ghost, a Nick Fury, something like that, I don't think existing features would go very high. But I mean, we'll see over time.
Yep.
But that is it for me for the stream. So thanks for coming and hanging out, Mr. Satsui. Thanks for being on call and keeping us entertained.
You are most welcome.
And I will catch you guys later. Take care.
All right. Who are we going to rate now? Are we going to rate anybody?
Let's see. Let's see if we have anybody on that I am subbed to. So we'll see if they are online. Okay, we got Mr. Cataclysm going. Yeah, let's head out with...
All right, see you guys.
There we go. We
And
got the
see
raid
you,
siren
Solar.
going. All right, dude. Have a
I'm
good
gonna
one.
head off as well. Time for bed.
All right.
Have a good one, man.
All right, have a good one.
See ya. Bye-bye.
All right, so there's Cataclysm's URL. Feel free to go on over, hit that like, hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed to him. And yeah, I will catch you guys later. Have a good one.